tasted terrible.
I can imagine.
I was very sad.
Welcome, everybody,
Are you the primordial ooze?
to the Ruckus Room.
The primordial booze.
Primordial booze.
Last we left off was a day. Well, actually, no. Last time we were here, we were dealing with some technical difficulties, but we fixed it. Fingers crossed. And the group had just finished slaying a Ved after it had decimated this town. Oh. But after following the creature into its mountain cave, they were expecting a struggle, but were ultimately extremely successful. And managed to destroy the creature outright, saving the people who had been captured and releasing them back to their village to repair.
Who said we released them? They're our slaves.
Well, no, we did
Always
listen
roll
for
natural
number,
20s.
and now they're cultists.
Oh yeah, right. The Robogun cultists.
Yes. They did manage to find a small ornate statue of Rovgug. Of course, this will come up later.
Of course.
So, as you awake
Clarify,
the
he
next
has
day.
it. I gave it to him.
Oh, you actually gave it to me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That happened. You have the statue. I wrote it in the treasure pile, but you have it.
It's like fucking Skull Knight from fucking Berserk. It's just like gone. Later on, you're gonna just pull out like a big sword out of the beard, or it's gonna pull a sword out of itself. Dude.
God, just
Made of Rovagug statues.
Just hide a bag of holding in your beard.
That just gave me an image of a sword.
Just
made of
enchant
hair.
your beard to be like a bag of holding. You open up the beards and it's like a bag of holding. I almost said a bag of holding.
I love
a bag of hole.
I like
a bag of hole. It's a bag that holds another bag. Yeah.
But as you guys awake
Plus one bag.
the morning after, you are obviously given rest for the night and a place to stay. They all stayed in the barn, and you had a little bit of a feast with what remained. The dead cattle that was murdered by the creature, you sort of separated and had a big feast. Oh,
I'll get that.
pizza! It's pizza time.
Continue doing your thing.
Toby Maguire time.
And as the morning arrives,
Why you
you
send it back?
you kind of look out to the dew-covered grass and the light of the morning coming up and shining on the horizon. The beautiful oranges casting shadows over the hills. You gather your things and begin making your way over the rest of the trek.
But that was quite eventful. I knew we were going to be passing by, but I never anticipated that we'd be stopping by Airedale. Let alone saving it from some bizarre creature. Never heard of a Ved before.
It's just what happens when you travel with me, Sandy Ravage. Every day is an
I
adventure.
don't think you should advertise that.
Every day is an adventure. You never know what you're gonna come across.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be happening every day.
Oh, it's not that, but a variety of things.
Every day
Chaos.
Don't
all
use
those
that as
days.
an
Keg of
example.
Every day's like a keg of ale, empty and in my stomach.
That one just didn't make sense.
He just he Homer Simpson's back into a hay bale.
Yeah.
Where did you come from?
Back where he belongs.
But unless
Off
there's
the bed.
anything else that you would like to do as you awaken, anything else you'd like to ask or killing first, of course.
Kill him.
I'd ask if they can spare a length of chain and maybe a lock and key.
That's kind of weird. Why?
Yeah, you go back over to the
What spells do I want to do?
the mayor of the town, and he goes and he looks you up and down. He, certainly, I don't see why not.
I understand times are a bit trying right now, and I wouldn't mind throwing a bit of coin for this trade.
Certainly, I don't understand. I don't see why a simple lock and a chain would do you much good. What do you have any particular plans with it?
Oh, it's a sexual thing, don't worry.
Oh.
I believe it's to constrain his inner beast.
A sexual thing. Don't worry.
The
about
thing that lies
I don't
within.
like it any time I try or try
If
to
you just
do-
play along, it'd be over already.
He puts a hand on your shoulder and he looks you deep in the eyes. I understand.
No,
And he
you don't.
hands you the chains and lock heartily
No, you
pearls
don't.
together as he
You're being
as he
gaslit right now.
as he looks you as
Stop
he
gaslighting
as
us.
he continues to look you in the eye. You just
Share your personal moment with this man.
There's nothing to share. I'm being gaslit.
I don't see any fire.
There he goes again, making up fake words.
Wild. I don't know where he comes with these.
you're
Can you
gaslighting
turn the
me.
music-
Oh, you're just making
Can
it
you
up.
turn it down slightly?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
there's a little toasty.
Okay.
It's too toasty for me. I'm not turning it down. Turn it down.
It's too loud. I can't see their address.
That's a real thing.
wants
a pizza.
I'll be okay. Thank
Yeah, sure, I'll take a slice.
I'm good. Thank you though. Might grab one later.
You okay?
Get the pizza.
Give me a slice, Daddy.
How the fuck are you still hungry?
Oh, I'm not hungry.
you. It's not about hunger.
It's about hungry.
Yes.
He ate 20 nuggets,
10 nuggets, thank you.
10 nuggets,
Oh, see, that makes a world
3
of
burgers, and a large fry, and he's still eating pizza.
3 birds.
It was a junior chicken and 2 sausage McMuffins.
Well.
Same thing.
They're not burgers.
They are burgers, technically.
2 of them are breakfast sandwiches.
Do they have a similar
Yes,
calorie
yes.
count?
Thank you.
No.
I know the breakfast sandwich is a little bit lower.
So, as you kind
It's
of
in,
prepare
like,
yourselves,
600,
you are given the length of chain. He asked for a couple of silver if you have it to spare. But
He's got 10 to spare.
I'll give him 2 gold.
oh,
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure we
Thanks
only have
you
gold.
heartily.
I think I have a copper too. We'll have some silver and some copper.
I have none. I have just gold.
He thanks you hardly, and I hardly thank him.
hardly working hardly.
Hardly
Hardly.
So,
Hardly hanking.
so how much to say?
You get a
Hardly wanking or wanking hardly?
you
Enough-
get like
enough
a
for a
20-foot
3.5.
chain,
I
And
went
it's
twice,
gonna
but
lock,
it's
I
hard as
assume just
possible.
gonna basic.
just a basic lock.
I gotta get the proportions just right.
Yeah. Everyone hears me.
Hot.
Everyone.
Yeah, mainly because you break your pelvis when you do it.
Only if I'm
Alright.
weak.
Because you're strong, you do.
High dive penetration?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're talking about shattering your pelvis. All I
No,
imagine is
No, we're talking about wanking hardly
you
and
wank
hardly
hardly
wanking.
wanking.
Well,
So you just
hardly
want
wanking.
like 2 wanks,
Yeah,
but
2
as
wanks,
hard
but
as
as hard as
possible.
possible.
Where you just
Like you're
slam
trying to
down
tear it
like
off.
a sledgehammer.
Oh.
Comes with a battle cry.
Yeah, it comes with a battle cry and then a pained like weep.
With a slight bit of pleasure. The tiniest inkling of pleasure.
I hate this.
so. You gather your things and you make your way off into the morning. And the day goes very well, and the next couple of days actually go over as about as well as you could anticipate. Weather is nice. The sun is nice and high overhead, and you can see rows of trees on the side of the road beginning to slowly blossom.
We never
in
talked to
nice
them about
pinks and reds.
Cart thing.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I sold them the cart.
No, not that one. Not that cart.
I'm sure we brought it up while we were drinking.
What?
Ah, probably. I don't remember.
I'm confused.
Where are we?
Also quite perplexed.
Who are you? Ah, just kidding. Who are
Who
you?
am I?
Your beard.
What is the clan?
I mean, if we're on our way, I'd be
I believe they're
at the
they're
horses.
Yeah, I know.
food.
Who are you?
It's a clam.
You're
You
drunk.
said, right?
No clan.
No,
Oh.
You can't lie to me.
I'm not drunk. I don't have any liquor.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
It's right there.
I drank it all.
Check it.
Are you sure, grown man? Are you?
Make me a wizard.
I would honestly. I'd be more surprised if he.
What
As
did you do?
As you look in,
What did you do?
you see, and
I have to roll bluff.
I don't.
There's some spit.
You look in, and there is exactly like one nice sip left, like a good
21
mouthful.
bluff to go.
What did you do? What did you do?
But you open it
That's
up,
my
and the
character.
purple
I'm not the
smoke
right guy.
erupts out.
I didn't make it.
Yes.
I think this is for you. Oh, more for me.
I don't drink in the
Now I'm not drunk.
It was
Out
poison.
of
But you make your way over the rolling hills, and again, basically the rest of your travels go very, very well, and you make quite good time. And as you are cresting the final hills over the dawn of the...
I specifically remember telling you that I'd make this your problem if I ran out of liquor, and then I drank it all.
Why didn't you stop him?
You think he'd listen to me at all?
Yes.
No.
How do you never tried?
That's also fair.
You know what I did try doing when we were in town a while back? I tried telling you to do your job and explain that you need to do a job,
I
and
couldn't
you
hear
kept
you.
brushing me away and drinking more.
I couldn't hear
He
you.
was drunk.
I was drunk.
So, the rest of your travels go
Constantly getting
kind of like this,
backflipped.
bickering back and forth with a couple of
Like a crazy
small travelers and passersby waving to you as you go through a handful of little hamlets, and nobody really pays you too much mind. They keep a suspicious eye on you all as you are still kind of a ramshackle group and a little odd to begin
You're a
with.
bird.
I'm not the only odd one.
Yeah.
Not really sorry, man.
We just got 2 dwarves here.
Yeah.
We're not
You
weird.
don't even know what a clan is.
But at the dawn
No one
of
tells
the
me.
6th
I
day,
told you several times.
you
Nobody.
are making your way on the road for roughly an hour or so before you break the tree line, and you see before you this huge expanse of cleared grassland backing onto farms where you see fields of wheat for miles. But just before you, you can also see, heading down into this valley, this enormous river shimmering into this huge swathing of a lake that goes on for miles. And just beyond that, you can see in the distance these snow-capped mountaintops, all sort of shimmering in the early morning. And just nestled at the edge of the lake, with its walls surrounding and bordering right onto it, you can see this immaculate-looking city in the distance, with its tall spires and a flag whipping at the highest points as you head down towards the valley.
That one flag at all the highest points.
Yeah.
Together.
Like one, it's one
Yes.
that would be kind of one circular flag that just is constantly
interesting.
whipping.
Question on scale of 1 to 10, how old's your sister?
Why would you?
Why are you on
asking
that?
me?
You never hit on girls. That I know of.
I think it'd be funny.
For what? Hit on girls? Yeah. Yeah, it's always kind of funny. Yeah.
The humans tradition
God,
of
I-
courting is strange.
Well, these are dwarves.
Yeah. Extra strange.
God,
Don't
I
court.
Hope
I
Clara
bet.
is in school and
Yeah,
will
that's-
not be
Alone.
coming back.
Yeah, that's more or less what
As
we
you-
do.
Oh, he's young.
Just
Quick,
go to
simple,
bed.
easy.
Younger than me.
Oh, I
Who
just.
are you?
25.
What's
Yeah.
that in dwarf years?
Yeah.
Oh.
In dwarf years?
Yeah.
Oh no, duh, no! If I'm with a
13
woman,
maybe?
she drink my drink. That's how all dwarves do. I'd be
What?
mad.
In dwarf years, that would be like 40 something.
What?
Nah.
Because humans age. Because
No,
dwarves
I'm
age
using
from-
I'm using the number. That's just the number.
I see.
Anything to make him stop trying to get involved
Hit on
with
my sister.
Sister's 40?
Your
No,
hot
no,
sister.
she's younger than me, and he said, "Well, how what's 25 years like for a dwarf?" I'm like 13.
Yikes!
But you make your way down the road, and coming up to the
Less.
city, you can see that there are spires, just kind of towers bordering either side that signal the city's entrance. And as you head down and get closer and closer to the gates, you can see there's quite a bit of traffic moving in and out of the walls, and a lot more people than. Actually, this is probably the most people you've seen
Ever.
certainly of the common races around here.
All this traffic.
A lot.
I knew it. We took a wrong turn. We're in Boston.
No.
The hell is Boston?
I'm gonna have to change into some more normal clothes. Excuse me.
You have normal clothes?
Yes.
Ah, yes, I forgot.
As you activate your Yu-Gi-Oh fucking.
I draw.
But you make your way into the city, and there's quite a bustle as you enter in. You are coming in to the west, or to the east gate, as you're marching in alongside the river that seems to flow directly through the city. And as you enter the huge hustle and bustle of the main strip that goes and is across the south side of the river, is constantly in motion. And as you enter, you also see kind of on either side, flanking the gate, is a huge statue of what you assume to be the king of the realm.
So yes, I'm now just wearing a tunic and a pair of overalls. No
So-
bandana, no sunglasses.
Are you supposed to be some kind of farmer?
Overall.
It's my disguise.
You stand out like a sore thumb.
It doesn't even disguise the parts of you that are most striking.
When people can't see my outfit. It's
So-
like the beard's constantly moving.
Yeah, you look fine to me.
I guess, yeah.
I'm just a dwarf.
I guess it's just the knowledge of knowing it's alive.
So,
Oh yes, you said you sometimes have control over that?
We've been over this.
We have, that's true.
Yeah.
We have two potential dangers
Why do
right
you
over
keep
here.
bringing it up?
And then we have a
just wanna make
solution
sure you
right
can
here.
keep
Oh, I
it
can
under
fix any
wraps.
problem.
Yeah.
As long as I'm
It
drunk
hasn't
enough.
attacked you.
Guys, there's nothing to worry about. He's the solution if one of you goes crazy.
so
I'm sorry you won't make it, but
Well,
that's
that's
what has to happen.
as you guys enter through the city, what is it that you guys
Beat 'em
do
up.
now? You're here.
Well,
Take us away.
God,
we have one goal.
I guess we're gonna find a nice bar to drop the dwarves at.
You knew. You know me too well.
I don't drink
You
that
know me
much.
too well.
Stop knowing me.
Stop it!
Who said we could be friends?
No less. Do it.
You can only know me a bit.
I'm gonna have to talk to your mother about your actions.
Do I
And
go
your
close
sister.
or far?
Well, you know that kind of along the main strip here, one of the more famous stops in town is known as Big Boots Brew House.
Big Lebowski.
Big booty.
Big Booties Brew House.
Big booty.
Big Booties Brew House.
Big booties brew house. Nice.
Absolutely fantastic.
I like a man with a thick dumpy.
no dumpy. He's compensating.
Yeah.
Aww.
But you are aware of
like
that. But
Bass
there's
Pro
also
Shop.
one closer to the south side of town called the Dragon's Horn Tavern. It's a little slummy,
Ah,
but it's
please.
still fairly popular.
Please, you sold us at Big Booties.
Of course.
Yeah, like
Of
nothing.
course.
That's the end of this city now.
Yeah.
For the rest of the time.
Yeah, listen, like it's
We're going to a bar.
We are going to make this the hottest,
We're going to a bar,
hippest
right?
place in the world.
it's a brew house, yes.
What does that mean?
It means I can blow a lot of money.
That's probably true.
As you guys make your way down the main strip, you see that on either side of the road going along this main area, there are very, very loud vendors trying to call people into buildings, and people outside, kind of like mascots doing the board swinging.
I like to imagine they're just having like one of those fucking flash mobs. They're doing like a dance.
Well, there are entertainers all through the street as well.
Like,
doing
get
all
off the
kinds
road,
of things.
you
They're trying. I'm trying to walk in here.
This is normal.
Yeah, yes, I
The city of Thebes. If you can make it here, you can
There's
make
like
it anywhere.
yeah, there's just
Yeah.
it's just a bunch of Bostonites with like pizza. and shit.
It's
I know,
all
I
of
know.
the food cart
Yeah,
workers.
yes,
Yeah.
I assume it's not. I don't
They
come
got,
very often.
dude.
Don't you live here?
I don't go.
The first thing I did after
Every
becoming
day.
joining the king was send them to the Shadow Realm.
Rowdy drinking establishments often.
As you make
Know
your
the
way
city you
down
live
the strip, you see as you're kind of coming to the middle of the whole line,
Whoa.
there is a large wooden panel swinging in the breeze. That's a pair of boots clicking together, and outside of one of the tall boots is splashing out some alcohol. And you can see a fairly large grouping of people, even so early in the morning, gathered around in the area, just kind of making their way in and out to have a pint or two before work.
Well then, yeah, here we are. It's a nice drinking establishment. Oh, you seem a bit quiet. I figured you, at the very least, to be running up to the counter and start ordering by now.
What?
Well, we're in the drinking establishment.
Oh yeah. Let's start walking out.
You waddle your way up the stairs, and
Sorry, I got lost where we were.
You're not going to enjoy a drink or two?
How often does he actually drink?
I was hoping a little more than he was letting on.
There we go.
I merely just wish to meet your family. I will be on the best of my behavior.
Oh right! As I'm like just about to go in the door, turn around. We're supposed to do that first.
as you
It's alright.
as you waddle your way up the stairs, you go through the saloon swinging doors, and as they open and close, you walk right out. Oh!
I almost forgot we're supposed to do that. Glad I heard that.
We're
No,
not friends.
no, it's okay. Enjoy yourself.
But we said we were supposed to.
Oh, that's
Isn't that what you said?
It was the reason we came here.
Yeah.
Why don't we just come back after all the...
Yeah, we're gonna have to, I assume, find a place to stay for the night once we finish up at your family's estate, unless they have rooms for us.
Oh, it most certainly may.
A big house, a lot of guest rooms. Some fine chefs work there.
As you guys are
Wonderful
kind of
ale, I assume.
standing outside of the shop, you
No booty.
can all roll perceptions.
No.
20.
22.
Ostrich again. Oh no!
Something's happening!
Danger!
I got an 18.
18,
Modified
22.
20.
18, 20, 22.
How could you encourage alcoholism?
What a bad
What's
kid.
wrong with you?
When I don't want you to meet my parents.
Can you believe this guy?
That didn't make it sound any better.
So it wasn't
I'm only encouraging alcoholism for my own selfish needs.
yeah, it wasn't meant to be better.
As the
Not fair.
as the four of you are kind of standing there,
It was meant to explain.
you have a bit of a stroke as your head falls down and you smash it into the dirt.
Something's happening.
And the three of you
Nothing
become
started
on
with,
a bit of a high alert as you are looking around, and suddenly you hear a whistle in the distance coming down the road. Like, I can't even do it. Stop! Stop, thief! And the three of you look down the road as you see a handful of people with, like, bandit mask type things. You know, like in Fable, the red bandit masks? There's about 3 or 4 of them running down the street, one with a big roll of what seems to be high-value cloth of some kind, and a couple with just some bags that are just running down the road, racing as fast as they can away from what you assume to be the guards.
I have to see if I remember something. Oh, that's too bad. I'll cast a dangle.
Okay.
I didn't remember that thing that we talked about one time and never talked about again.
Well, it's never come up.
Exactly. That's why I rolled. I was like,
I made
do
the
I
best
remember?
choice.
So yeah, I just write on the group, just entangle.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'll try to keep that away from.
Well,
the
you guys do all kind of have the surprise. So you entangle.
Yeah, that's my
What are
action.
you doing?
I guess I'll try to. How far away are the bandits running? I assume running towards.
They're about 50 feet.
50 feet? Yeah. I'll try. I'll charge and just try to get a hold of the The closest one.
So do you want to like bull rush, or how do you want to do it? You want to grapple? You want to like tackle him to the ground?
We'll do a bull rush until then we actually get to them.
Okay, perfect. So I'll let you roll that. And what about
an
you?
attack of op?
Can't you charge into an attack
That's
action
fine.
and a grab?
Only if he is aware. He'll get an attack of opportunity if he's aware.
Oh no, I'm just saying, can't you do a grab?
A charge and a grapple? I believe you can
Yeah.
do
Is
a
this an attack action?
Yeah, you can still just charge and grapple people.
Yeah, you would just provoke attack of opposite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean if that's the case, then that's absolutely what I'll do. Charge and grab.
Because it's not a full round, it's only a standard.
Sandy Ravage was told to keep a low profile.
Well, charge is a 4.
So
Yeah,
Oh,
but
it
you
down
can do
in
it
my
as part.
chair.
You can do
Yeah.
So charging is 14.
any standard action.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
So the ruffians are going to try and evade your entanglement as the roots come up and break up out of the city, out of the ground, and begin to try and enwrap people just standing in the
Tremors.
Yeah, well, it's 40-foot radius. It's gonna. It's a
Oh
80-foot
yeah.
circle,
Oh yeah, don't you worry.
Can't really avoid some of that.
Okay.
DC to beat is 50.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. As they're kind of going off, two of them get totally stuck, and one of them actually, as his feet get wrapped up, he goes face first into the ground, dropping and spilling out what seems to be a bunch of silverware out of a bag that just sprawls all over the ground and clatters with clanging. And and they're all slowly turned and grabbed hold of and lifted into the air by the roots. The other two actually seem fairly deft and managed to just jump out of the way. One kind of ducking into an alley, and the other one is still coming towards you guys. But he's like a little bit unsure of what just happened. So
No, I'll get you ruffian!
yeah.
Because I failed the check.
As you just.
Yeah, you go to run forward, but you're not paying attention as your buddy is casting his spell, and
can't
you
grapple.
rush in, and
Just
you are
Not even thinking on it.
totally
Yeah.
caught.
Well, it happened in a moment.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I
You're
mean
gonna
just
have
that
to
you.
deal with officials.
What?
No casting.
As you guys are doing this, you hear
It's
You don't have a mark.
you look behind, or you can
Forgot
see
that was
as
a
the
thing.
bandits kind of look behind them and see the guards who are running up towards you guys. Gift.
He spills all the silverware, it's just sporks.
No, spoons.
What are you doing here?
Spoons.
So that you see as they're trying to panic and pulling at their legs, and I guess you can roll initiative. We'll just do a group initiative. Whoever's got the highest here.
Oh, it's not me, let me tell
It
you.
might be me.
Oh.
You're not initiative?
Sandy Ravage was told to
I'm not in
keep
combat.
low,
Okay, so I
not
got
attract
18.
attention.
19?
18.
18? What'd you get?
Oh, I got a 6.
Oh, so yeah, you'll do the 18. Well, they actually rolled a 19, so they're gonna try and escape.
My crab guard.
So one,
Wow, that would have helped it.
one of them gets an 18, and the
Giant
other
just-
natural 20. Well, cool. They so the two that who are all tangled up, they kind of pull at their legs and they pull themselves out. The one guy, he just stands up, and he unfortunately isn't able to do much. He moves as far as he can. Oh no, he can take his full round action to move. Yeah.
because it's a what I think we figured it out. It was I'll pull it up again, but I'm pretty sure it didn't take an action to break out, did it?
Yeah. Yeah, the standard action to break out.
Oh, it is standard. Okay.
Yeah, we see.
Oh,
I'll double check it. Yeah, because then they can take a move, and for the guy who's down, he could get up
Something
and
like
move.
that. There's either a move or a standard.
And it's difficult terrain, so they can't move.
Yeah.
So pretty much everybody there, unless that one guy who dodged can get 40 feet out. Well, I guess it'd be like 35 or 30.
Yeah,
whatever it is.
exactly.
If he can do that, then he's fine. But if he's not, they all have to make checks.
Perfect. So yeah, those two manage to get up and they run kind of to the edge as far as they can. With the exception of the guy who fell, he's still in a pretty bad situation. Yeah. But they run to the edge. Now that they've seen you and they're looking at this big crow man trying to cast spells at them, they're a little paralyzed, caught between a rock and a hard place, and they're gonna also try and go for the alley. And the one guy who was running towards you guys, who was able to dodge, he is just gonna try and bull rush through past you, and he will have to make his check at the end of the next thing.
I don't think you can bull rush in difficult terrain.
Got him.
I don't think you can.
Oh, I just mean, I was just using a turn frame.
That's fair.
But yeah, next round. Yeah, you guys, what are you doing?
I guess I'll attempt to get out.
Strike or escape, whatever you want.
Should have done it. You fucking idiot.
No, I'll do.
This is why you don't eat the hand cream.
Check, because 4 is better than 2.
Yeah.
Dude, the forbidden sour cream.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
There it is.
No, you actually don't. So you're still
Yeah, put it
entangled.
on your pierogies.
Lose your turn.
I'm stuck.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. Well, I
It's- you just
you still but can't touch anyone.
imagine
can't-
casting
I
that in the
can't
thorny
cast.
area. Damage every turn. Yeah.
So they're all still in the area of the radius, though.
One of the guys, you can't see, but he seems he
Oh, he's
ducked
in the
into
alley,
an alley. But the one guy who's at you, he just made it out.
Okay.
But the other two are still definitely within.
Log.
Why log?
I don't know. I like that you just started dying though. Death. Death comes for us all.
Jack, come here as well.
At least Death is a cute anime girl.
Excuse me?
Nice.
Nice.
What do you...
Go drink your Mountain Dew.
I'm just gonna let this turn
Dude,
pass and
let's
just
go.
watch and see what the guards do.
Yeah,
Because
for
I
sure.
can't cancel the spell, so it lasts for a minute no matter what I do. So
Of course. So you kind of...
So unless they come with it.
I'll
make
watch
your-
to where they go.
Of course, you cast your spell, and as you realize that, you look over to your compatriot, you're like, oh, whoops, and you kind of like put your hands in your pockets.
No, I'll just
Pull in one of these.
I'll just crouch down so my head's peeking up over the wagon edge, no, I'm on my horse. Yeah, I guess I'll just
You just kind of
hands between my
awkwardly,
legs, like
yeah,
I didn't do anything.
and you are unfortunately stuck as well. But as
I'm trying
they're
to get out, but I just can't get my feeties out.
yeah, for sure. And as they're running out, the two guys there are gonna roll their next saves.
One strapped.
They fail completely, and as they are kind of scrambling to try and get out, they're held down just in time as the guards kind of make it up. They're trying to navigate their way through it. You notice a couple of the guards just decide to go around, and are gonna try and cut them off at the other edges. You hear one guard going, "Hey,
Ice
did
pops,
anybody
smash
see who cast that? Hey, did anybody see?"
No, I really shouldn't. Oh. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. It's my character's thing. Why not?
It was me.
That's a
Deal.
26 bluff to say the one in the alley. I think that he's the one who cast.
Okay.
I'm really good at bluffing.
you don't notice anything, but they seem to seem to be going faster towards them.
Okay, as long as I've tried to
for
push
me,
the
so-
direction somewhere
Because
else.
I saw some uncommons I wanted.
So
There's some cool stuff. Yeah. I think it's
so as you are
And then I bought
as you
another,
can
like,
see
20 and,
the
like,
guards racing up, and they've more or less surrounded them.
Nice.
The one that's ran past you guys, as you look back to see where he's gone, you actually see as he's running past past an alley, a huge rat jumps out and just tackles the guy. Like a large, dire rat.
Is that your dad?
You can roll. You don't even really
power
you
of meth chop.
need to. Actually, you probably would right now, considering the past circumstances.
Second invasions by Germany.
Just an intelligence.
Don't worry,
You
it's
can
11
you get
o'clock
+2.
in Kentucky.
They let you blow out lacrosse cake candles.
Natural 20.
Yeah. So you recognize this particular
It's your sister.
dire rat very
Get in there.
fast as your uncle.
Get in there!
Which means he might have some ants too.
So is this your uncle or his pet?
That's his pet.
As the creature has tackled
Hey,
the guy
son!
to the ground, a very large, kind of scarred-looking man with a big club at his side, or over his shoulder, walks out into the open streets at the guy as he sort of picks him up by the scruff, and he's looking around, and he manages to spot you. Well, look who's causing trouble.
That it's a story, but one that could be explained later, Uncle George.
Well,
I'm your brother.
the guy, the bandit in front
That'll
of
be
this
your
guy
line,
is
too.
squirming before he just kind of goes bonk, and
Boy.
he's unconscious as he is dragging the guy with you. He looks at you all and did you see who cast that spell? It was one of them, right?
Yes.
Oh, please, don't-
24.
Please,
He went in the alleyway. I saw it with my
You
own
don't-
eyes.
You don't have
Shut up.
to lie to my
Shut
uncle
up.
like that.
Shut
I
up. Shut up.
I got a natural 20 on sense motive.
You know I'm lying! You don't even need to!
Nephew, I'm getting some conflicted
It's-
stories here.
It's a misunderstanding. He's not from the kingdom.
I don't want to go to jail.
He doesn't understand our customs.
Why are we
It's a
openly
crime
talking
to
about
cast
this?
magic.
Hey, it's
I'm saying it under my breath.
fine.
He's
Why'd you open me
it's
like
a
that?
simple
He's a
business.
caster. He's an illegal alien.
I'm sorry. Let's get this sorted out. Sorry.
Different?
No.
Here.
Outsider.
So?
Man, take this as he sort of hands it over and he goes, "What is?"
PAP.
That's a rather
Yeah.
loud
What do you mean? I know what a paper is.
dwarf.
Your transportation papers.
What are you doing back? I thought that you were
What do I
Oh,
need those
going
for?
out and I can't remember what it was that you were doing. You had some kind of
I'm
job to do.
snoring
Yeah, I
while
was sent
ostriching in the ground.
Fly-footing
Well, at least
there.
some things stay the same.
I'm just like asleep.
At least some things stay the same.
Yes, I went out to Fly-footing to see if we could sort out their thief scenario, which we had, and that's a whole nother can of worms. But that is
We-
settled.
Who
Uh,
you have traveling compatriots?
now, yes.
Huh. Well.
Look what
Little
the rat
mer-
dragged in.
I like you.
I'm already in, boys.
No,
Got one.
Yes.
I can just out you.
Vernon the Adventurer. I would have never expected.
I would.
Neither would
You have
I.
an in.
I'd say he's more of a
If I can't go
traveler.
with the sister, I still got the uncle.
But
That's
so,
one dub.
this
Get on the
is
family on your side.
Gentis and
Hello, I am.
My name is
his-
Gentis Corvius Calata.
I am Vernon's humble servant.
that's new. When did this happen?
Alrighty then.
Sandy
Anyway,
the Beard Ravage.
Oh, Sandy Ravage. That's my
I thought it was the opposite. The dwarves are in charge of people here.
Yes, I'm very
I was
confused.
noble and I'm a simple farmer.
I am not a noble. We went over.
You have a family crest.
Yes.
so my apologies. Gentis,
Gentis.
big white bird,
And
and
Tengu.
Sandy.
Sandy, and
There's an
there-
ostriching dwarf.
that's
snoring.
standing like right beside her.
Yeah, I'm like split leg, like head in the ground,
Yeah.
like whole head snoring.
Don't worry, you'll have a chance to meet him later.
He-
He's our resident drunk.
Is he all right?
We
I
believe so.
don't know.
Generally, we don't question what he does because if sometimes he gets
I
angry.
definitely sound like I'm breathing because
He-
I'm snoring very loud.
I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, it like reverberates in the ground. As you,
He's quite peculiar, but anything he sets his mind to doing, he does pretty well.
I'm gonna pull out my empty
Except for
flask.
fist fighting
I'm gonna
horses.
pour some water in it, then shake going, ooh, here's some alcohol!
Whoa, where?
wow, that was
Yeah.
fast.
Ah, yes.
Oh, you want some?
Oh, thank you, Sandy. So,
I was gonna eat that.
so Uncle George, this is Grograk, my Uncle George.
Pleasure.
Start sharing
Better when I
the
haven't
room.
eaten in a day.
Yeah, it's dried.
No.
They don't survive very long. In your
Are you George, Vernon's uncle?
He's a rat.
This
I mean,
well,
Randy,
yes.
Oh!
As you
hold
guys
on,
have been-
hold on. I walk into the bar.
Yeah.
He waits for a minute. Just,
No, don't wait.
oh,
He's there now.
Oh yeah, we don't see him until he's satisfied.
you disappear, wisping into the doorway as it goes.
Don't wait, he'll be there.
I was gonna come back, but I like that a lot more. He's just there.
He'll find us.
He won't need to.
We'll be in the middle of something and he'll show up.
No, we'll come get him later.
I was like, oh yeah, I'll just go get a drink, come back. He's there now. No,
He's
I'm
there.
staying here.
He's
Fuck
there.
that. That's so
Don't
funny.
bother waiting. He's there now.
All right. As you guys have been talking, the rather large rat has come up next to the man as it kind of it's looking at you all. As it has this very heavy. It seems pretty menacing.
I'm fairly certain I mentioned
It's like a
everyone in
bulldog.
the
Yeah,
rat
yes.
has a pet rodent.
Yeah,
Just
that's
ripped.
not a rodent. That's a beast.
Ah,
its
funny you
name.
should say that. His name is Beast.
Appropriate.
That's a rat on crack.
Roids.
It's actually a disease.
Hey, don't say that. That's rude.
It's the truth.
It's not.
It's the truth.
What?
I study these creatures. Well, creatures.
Well, anyhow, rat is not, or Beast is not diseased. He's a good boy. So,
No.
one thing you recognize right
It's a
away
scary looking
between these two, as you see him go down, he gives him a big hug, and the rat is kind of like, you notice something very particular. You know how people start looking like their pets?
Does that possum?
That is the greatest response to a hug I've ever seen.
Yeah, it does like the possum
Tasmanian
thing.
devil.
Yeah,
Where it's just
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So as you kind of look at the two, you notice something very peculiar. It's like you've seen some people's pets begin and they begin to resemble them.
Yeah.
This man has a particularly long face and a long sort of downward nose, like a sort of like his nose had been broken and it's now pushed down a little bit. And he's got this narrow look to him and a big jaw. Most strikingly, they both seem to have a scar going across their right eye.
This is what happens when you breed with rats.
Please do not try to.
Why'd you say that out loud?
I say you're not a stone.
We're all standing next to each other.
Yeah, as soon as you say that, you look around, the whole crowd that was behind you is gone.
Yeah,
It's like
gone.
all the streets eerily quiet.
Just like,
Oh.
I'm right here.
It's dwarven slang.
Listen.
He did get a natural 19, but at that he's like sweating, just.
The opposite of when it was like, what's your clan name? Which is, this is the opposite. Of
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's
you perplex me. You know dwarven slang, but you don't know clan.
What's a clan?
I told you.
Why won't anyone tell me?
I told you several times.
As you guys are talking, a couple of the men who were chasing the robbers have sort of waved over down at George as he looks over and he's, I'll be right there. Head on home. Your mother will be happy to see you.
Don't
And
die.
your father's a little
Don't do
busy,
more
but
than
he'll be ecstatic. I'm sure they were expecting you back far later than this. So
Yes, we have
It'll be a
business
nice
with your
surprise.
family.
Yes.
business.
What are the?
It's best described behind closed doors.
We want to look at maps. That's about it.
Oh well, if
Yeah.
you want to look at maps, then
It's
we are
best
certainly the
described.
people to deal
It's
with.
best.
Well, my brother
behind
is.
closed doors.
Anyhow.
Your sister.
We're literally about to ask them about the rats in the capital, and they're the rat family.
Yeah, they all just start sweating.
Yeah, like, come on, this could either go really well or really bad.
So, like, is your uncle some kind of vigilante?
No, he's part of the guard.
He doesn't look like
As he fucking like whooshes away into the fucking rooftop.
No, he goes right into the sewer.
Ran away!
As he gets in his Ratmobile,
He's picture him like awkwardly walking up like.
it's a motorcycle. It's just like it's not even like
No.
rat
It's like a moped.
It's like a moped, yeah, she has like a
Yeah,
shitty
it's-
tail, like,
yeah,
literally.
it has like a pizza place's like brand on it.
Like
It's
a
like,
skip the dishes bag
yeah, it's
on
like
the back.
I work a day job.
Like, come on. So, as George,
We need to throw my rat around.
It's just a rat.
stick.
No, it's just a rat.
It's just a rat.
It's
no,
just
it's
a
a
rat.
wheel of cheese.
The Ratarang.
It hits his opponents. and the swarm of
Rats eat the person.
I love this like stupid like super
Magic
campy guy who
Yeah, he has rat
throws a
repellent,
wheel
too.
of cheese at people and they are devoured to the
by
rats.
rats. Oh, yeah.
Horrifyingly.
Yeah, and he has rat repellent just in case he.
Another
If they get too close.
Another good job done.
The rat just eating them on.
There's a child crying.
Better use my rappling hook. It's just a bunch of rats.
Yeah, it's just the rats who eat
There's
you first.
a rat king attached to a rope.
That's a rat king at the end of a
Just grab hold of it.
This is agony for the rats.
They're supposed to be dead.
Yikes.
Rat themed vigilante by nighttime. And pizza delivery by night.
Uber Eats driver by day.
Yeah.
Here's your pizza. There's rat hair all over.
What's a pizza?
What's up?
What's a pizza? Mauled by rats.
Yeah.
Here's your cheese pizza.
You're just smiling, slowly handing it to...
He has unsuccessfully delivered any pizza.
So George
he was fired 6 months ago.
He does not actually work.
George goes off and he shakes your hand, he gives you a pat on the back, and he tells you, yeah, your mom and dad should be waiting for you. Well, they'll be very happy to see you, and it was, I guess, a pleasure meeting you all.
Yes.
Anyhow, I've got some business to deal with. Thank you so much for. Well, I mean, they kind of trapped themselves now, didn't they?
That was the point.
Yes, I guess. Just after George leaves, like, yes, I guess I didn't really explain it to us, so no one else in the family does the things I do, so if we could just keep that on the wraps, that'd be great.
Under rats.
I hate
Not what I
George.
said, but okay.
Yeah, it was
All
okay.
gets understood.
Here, I'll keep that under wraps, and I'm gonna be your adventuring companion / servant. Gonna keep a low profile. Can't let anyone recognize me.
Who's gonna recognize you?
The pit.
Wait, the pit's here?
I don't know.
What is the pit?
You're very talkative about this when you say not to talk about it.
Do we need to be aware of the pit?
No.
Are you just
Wait,
saying that?
Wait a minute, didn't you recognize something on the map?
Yes. The pit. All around us.
So,
Never be safe.
so the pit is on
The cold line. Biting at my bones.
Alright, I don't want to talk about the pit anymore.
Yes, no, we don't talk about it.
We'll talk about this another time.
But yes, for future reference, yeah, no one else does the things I do, so yes.
He's a rat man.
Eh.
And they most certainly don't know about that.
Well, let's go, I guess, you want to fetch the dwarf? Or are we just going to leave him here?
We should probably bring him with.
I think so.
You would be
For
likely
you.
the only one who
Since
can
you-
talk
Your
about it.
finest keg.
As you walk into this this bar, it seems to be fairly bustling. It has 2 levels actually. As you walk in, on either side, there's a staircase that goes up to a very large open area at the top, where there's even more tables. But there's tables down here on top as well as the bar top. And you can see there's two very large half-orcs who are behind the bar, and they're kind of grabbing drinks, moving kegs and they're putting them away, basically getting set up for the day. As one of them looks over and he goes,
Hey!
huh?
How much for a keg?
Keg?
Yeah.
Your newborn child.
Well, nice stuff. Not so nice.
Look around the. How does everybody look in the bar?
Everybody looks like pretty casual. Nobody's like super highbrow or.
Yeah, I'll just do the normal stuff.
Don't you? That'll be 50 gold.
All right. Here's 60 for you. Take home. Take the
Big
extra.
spenders.
No.
Well,
I just need a drink.
He kind of shrugs his shoulders as he takes the
Grab a bunch out of the bag, like
Yeah,
put
you
them
just
down,
put them down.
count them up, hand it, shuffle it over to him.
Yeah, so
There you go.
there's like some with like other odds and ends. You're like, oh no, there's one here.
No, that's sorry. I mix my coins up.
Yeah, as he kind of scrapes them over into a bag. He's not really minding too much, but he takes this big keg over and he puts it down in front of you, and underneath he reaches underneath the bar and he takes out this big wooden boot that he puts in front of you, and he hands it to you, and it's easily sized for like his leg.
Nice. No. Nice. Thanks. You know what I need? So I'll fill up the boot and I'll be like, does anyone want a drink?
Everybody.
And I just point at the keg and I start drinking.
Yes! Everybody's all excited. You guys hear this loud
I'll be like walking in.
Yeah, you also see, and
ready to leave.
and just as something that I sort of missed at the beginning, up above the mantelpiece, there is 2 big boots hanging on a big plank of wood at the back, just sort of there with some J hooks on, just as an aesthetic. They seem to have been very aggressively tanned and high and just they're there as a set piece. It seems like.
Ooh, Grogrek!
Hey.
We're heading on out to Radigan's estate. You wanna come?
All of your new compatriots have come up and they're just sort of...
Yeah, they're like handing them, they're pouring themselves
Yeah.
there. They're like, oh, 1 second, I gotta get in line. And I'll just like walk in the back.
with your big boot. I'll
Fill up.
Where's outside?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll just fill up the boot one more time and walk out.
The 2 half-orcs kind of look at each other like... And then they go back to moving. So one of them goes back around, he's like, oh, as he goes around, he has to get a new keg, and he brings it up
Yeah.
and puts it up.
I just heard talk of a bar that had a cross-dressing guy.
That's good stuff.
His name was Geraldine.
I finished the drink and I'm like,
Oh, from Heino!
You've been there.
No, I've heard tales.
It's which you can't.
Just the leg.
talk about it, it's my whole leg. Just like,
Yeah, your leg gets like halfway down, and you like drag it with you.
This doesn't fit. Do you want it?
Yeah, you see him walking out with this huge like
That would be
wooden
a
boot.
sizable thing to bash someone with. Yeah, sure, why
It's
not?
been like 10
Thanks!
Very big boot. Well, where did it go?
The bag.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, yeah,
It's
right,
beside
right.
The thing.
Yeah, I forgot about
If anyone looks at this, they're gonna be horribly confused.
that. Oh, that's fine.
There's a boot, there's a tentacle, there's a statue.
Just don't bring anything out in the, you know.
Maybe just don't talk
You
about it.
still have the tentacles.
Just don't
I'm nice and drunk now.
Cool, let's go to the family.
as you make your way, you actually make your way back towards the direction you came, and you head across the first bridge, heading north into Gavel's Drop, which you know is kind of the district where the lawyers are, and this is where the court is, and as well as the barracks and yeah, basically that's just it. The barracks and all the lawmaking is done here, and you move your way out. They're all very dwarven-esque. Think very much like if not Helm's Deep. We know what we're talking about. No.
Rollhead?
No, underground where
Mordor.
Minas Tirith?
The Mines of Moria!
Mines of Moria. But it's all
Minas Tirith
so
is the
it's
capital.
but it's all of course above ground and in open air. With a
And there's
large
the
plank
Baylor.
on or a large stone piece on atop of it.
Called Balrog?
I'm gonna fuck.
Nice.
And as you make your way
Feels
over,
good.
you head out into
I like the lack of carts.
you head out into the larger more wealthy district within the city. It takes you a little bit of going around, and you notice a couple of people who you recognize as they wave to you, Vernon, and
Have you ever been
give you
You have friends.
giving
Have
you
you ever
kind
been
of
here before?
a bit of a look, but they
Well,
they go to wave, and then they're
That's my
like,
knowledge.
I give a very nervous smile.
I think I've been here like
Wave
once,
happily as I
maybe.
always
don't
do
know.
when people give me weird looks.
and but otherwise
When
you
I
two
fight
are
devices.
pretty much looked at normally. A little bit off because
Yeah.
of your
See too much.
attire,
Yeah.
Must be blind.
but other than that, you're well
I'm just a
received.
farmer.
Blinded by the bird.
I do have a stench to me.
Nothing to see here.
Still haven't had a shower.
You head up towards the
Got my home.
towards the Vernon family estate as you are brought into the Radigan family estate. My apologies, which is connected to the main castle building. As
Not
you-
a noble family, he says.
No, just very well to do.
Even I, that...
You know you can become noble if you're rich enough.
Sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
You know, and there's
Sometimes
like
you're
titles.
not a dwarf.
It's a
A lot of work.
Don't try to bring economical, political situations into this.
Wait, if he's rich, that means we could
That's
get
just
free
racist.
liquor. in this place.
That's what I was saying. Free liquor, free food, hopefully free board.
Oh, I'm gonna have
As you head down into the back, you notice that there is a couple of rows of small,
And then girls.
basically a couple rows of small blooming trees with lovely purple bloom. As you are heading towards the Radigan estate, this rather sizable side of the castle, and it's on a small plot of land of its own.
Wait, I need to look good for this. Give me the boot.
What?
The boot.
Is the...
Is that traditional headwear? I kind of like the way it makes you really... Gives you like,
Give me like another
Vermin
2 feet tall.
he's vermin.
You
Walks
made a
into the
fool of
Radigan
yourself.
household, becomes the lord.
You're doing Clan Mug proud.
You're doing
Oh, yeah,
clan's work.
Spanking in mugs.
That was good.
That was
like
good.
actually
I could
good.
tell that was good. Dang.
Right, I need something. I need a nice scarf tentacle.
Fucking like dragging on
At this point, that thing's rotting.
Uncertain of the way it's going to look.
Uncircumcised.
One of them is.
Well, she's gonna go away now. He made it weird.
That's
yeah,
all
you
I
made
need
it
to do to make you stop is make it weird. Okay,
As you are
Good luck.
approaching, you see a rather.
Oh, no, that's weird.
You see coming out of the
Why did
main
you-
doors a girl who seems to have a very. Who has a particularly ornate robe on her and a rather colorful sash. It seems to be of blues and golds. As she's running out, she's closed the door. She has a bag full of.
He must be
scrolls.
executed.
She has a bag of scrolls and such, and her kind of light tawny brown hair is a little ruffled all over, but she seems to be holding something in her arms, and as she turns, you see these sort of beady, sharp eyes, but a very soft figure, and you recognize immediately your sister. As she looks over,
going now.
and you see,
Is this the lovely
and you see her.
Tanya?
You see her. She is holding this small white rabbit in her arms. That's just kind of.
Clara, I was close.
Tanya is not close to Clara.
Well, that's not bad.
I said Sandy Rabbit is eating good tonight.
Brother, what?
Oh.
What are you doing here? I thought that you were out at Feifelden. Oh, it's good. Sorry, it's nice. I'm not upset to see you. Excuse. I'm certain of what's going on. But it's nice to see you. So, sorry, I'm off to school. Are these your friends?
That's a strong word.
Rude.
Plural.
Why, yes, we are Vernon's adventuring companions.
Yeah.
Vernon?
He's become quite an adventurer.
Has he?
Have I?
Oh, I'm trying to help you out here, fam.
Well, I mean, you have defeated monsters and bandits. That's kind of
Excuse
like
me?
Wasn't that us?
No, I mean, like.
He helped save a town's missing food supply.
I would
It's
have.
not right to lie to do that.
I'd love to stay and chat a little more about this.
I'm sorry.
You don't need to listen to the ramblings.
I'll
of
take
some-
all the blame.
You don't need to listen to the ramblings of some old dwarves and
You're not that old.
and your brother. You should be getting to your schoolwork. Yes.
Well, I guess I don't exist.
It'll be lovely to catch up once you're done
I am
with your
getting this,
classes.
What a stickler.
Corvius Calata.
I didn't learn anything
I
in
hate
school.
rail from far away.
He's a big talking.
Nothing.
Yes.
Yes.
Nobody
I can tell.
Anyhow,
Yeah.
lovely. I'll be more formal when I greet you next.
Not
Sorry.
even the
As she curtsies to you for a moment, kind of a couple of things fall out of her bag, and she goes, "Oh, come on. Oh, right. Well, anyhow, she runs up, she gives you a kiss on the cheek, and she goes, all right. I'll talk to you later."
When you did that, I thought she just
Threw the rabbit.
I was like,
Threw the rabbit.
No,
Too much work. Fuck.
no, what?
Oh God! The rabbit just.
no, it's just the I'm done with you, like fucking.
I need a new rabbit.
That's probably loud.
Mother!
I'm like
Rabbit head.
3-pointer fucking Kobe.
Genevieve, this is an interesting day already. I can already tell. She runs off towards the college as you.
Is that what your children look like?
She looks up to be about 20.
Yeah,
She's in
I'm not
college.
familiar with
What a
people.
lovely person! I can't wait to talk to her more.
Oh, I'm certain you can. Anyways.
This is actually getting scary.
I don't get it.
I think he wants to court his sister out of spite for him.
Isn't that what how it all works though?
That must be a dwarf thing.
I get you.
Get it in with the family. We set off for life.
I mean,
You
they
notice
literally,
as
like,
a-
look at the house.
I mean,
You notice
come
as
on.
a handful of servants are
Can you
coming
imagine
in
just
and out
marrying
of the-
someone and they don't
It's
got
alright,
and then they
the
want-
worst is
she
over.
can have a white rabbit.
Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it.
As you
Maybe she's a furry.
as you are sort of standing there conversing,
ostrich.
Vernon,
With the boot.
you're kind of struggling as you're struggling as obviously your compatriots are causing a bit of a ruckus.
Why are you gonna let us in?
Yes, I just need to prepare myself.
Bro.
So I eat a handful of dried worms.
I can definitely use my whole body as a weapon.
Yeah,
so
you're
I
not
can
even the
just
one I'm
fucking
preparing
start
myself
heading.
for.
I know.
As
Alright.
you
Open the door.
you make your way into the doorway.
So
as,
I'm gonna ask them
a
again.
couple of the servants are
About the
around, and they
And
look at you and they
maybe
go,
if they know
"Oh,
anything about
Master."
the rabbits.
You're-
Oh yeah.
they kind of nod to you and they
We should
look
handle that.
queerly at your friends and
It's
they sort of go about and they're, "Oh, shall I set a table for you?"
like
Uh,
asking
yeah,
a gold maker,
yes,
like,
yes,
"Oh, do you know anything about all the counterfeit money?" And if they're like,
Yeah,
A table for me and my
Very awkward.
compatriots, please.
certainly, sir.
And if we don't happen upon them, if you can inform my mother that I have arrived with company.
of course, sir.
And
Of course.
I go for the daughter, and you can go for the mother.
Hot whack milk.
Hot whack milks in your area.
what?
and I'll go for the
Mats. Milk rat. This is not good.
No, this was a mistake.
cellar. And I'll go for the cellar.
Help, brother-in-law. I'm stuck in the rat trap.
Brother.
I'm here for an evening to remember. This is the wine rack.
Yes, for the rat trap.
Hey,
You come here often? Nah, you don't need to talk.
it's silent.
Okay, I know.
I like it.
Married her only for the
It's like
cellar.
it cuts to just like from that to me on the ground passed out from just like the rack falling on me.
You're like
So-
half covered in wine and half covered in like
You're
broken wood.
Yeah.
you're
Just knocked out.
Your servants sort of set the table. You're brought into this fairly large sort of tea hall where there's a couple of smaller tables with some seats around it with these large glass, these basically large glass windows that go all the way from the floor to the roof, and they open them up as the early breeze of the spring morning. Actually, it would probably be like midday by now. It
normal.
lets in and it kind of lets out the breeze.
Unnecessary. Looks nice.
You're brought a couple things of tea
Yeah,
each,
wow.
and you're asked if there's anything in particular you would enjoy. It was,
I would love some delicious biscuits to go along with my tea,
oh, there,
please.
of
That
course,
was your
there are
chance.
biscuits
You could
there.
have just said, I would like them. I didn't say it.
I'm being on my best behavior. Sandy Ravage will not be down bad.
I am being
At
on
the
my
moment.
best behavior.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry.
Mommy. But you,
In that voice, it's way more funny.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry.
Just some
There's a good
grain
sound
and some
clip you can
biscuits
make.
for me, please.
of course, Vernon.
I'm just sitting here and mommy, sorry.
Please free me.
As you're waiting there, it doesn't take very long before your mother comes down. As she walks in, and there's this rather lovely blonde-haired woman with
I
this
thought you said tea.
really soft
We're
complexion.
literally Chris standing there just like, mother, and the three of us in the background.
Just a Spider-Man.
No, it's their
Oh, that was like a
dark
fancy name for
silhouettes
it.
in the
Yeah,
background
dark silhouettes.
overlooming him.
And he even came in a cute little cup and like that.
So as again, you notice as this woman walks in, she is a fairly lovely older woman with signs of her age showing over top, but still quite a looker, if you wouldn't say so.
Yeah, not really.
As she comes
Wow,
in
I'll
and
give you
she,
a cup of tea.
is there anything
Sorry.
I can do
I just drank
for
some.
you?
Sorry.
He just has a particular palate.
Of course. She runs up.
Oh, she says that to the white crow man seeing the sippy tea in her house. That's of course.
She goes and she gives you a hug and she tries
Holy shit.
she tries her hardest. She's actually she seems very refined. She takes note of you, but doesn't actually give you all that much money.
Fine wine.
She she treats she seems to be treating you very with quite a bit of respect. She's not gawking.
Nothing.
Walks into the room.
No, it's the Mexican guy from Revengeance.
Oh yeah.
That's cyborg?
But Vernon, who might your compatriots be?
Yes, mother is we have Gentis. I'm sorry.
Corvius Calata.
Corvius.
Don't worry, you'll get it one day.
Oh,
I am Gentis Corvius Calata. Well, prefer not to say my tribe's name. Let's just say from far Haley lands.
Of course. My apologies. I should have introduced myself first. Poor man.
He's wearing a boot.
My-
I forgot about the boots.
2 foot
She looks
tall,
more
like,
strangely.
wooden
She
boots.
does a double take at you more than anything. But she curtsies to you. My name is Margaret Radigan. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Lovely thing with you.
Oh, I hope so.
I've heard you've done well.
Yes, I like
Mainly
this.
because of how much he talks about it.
I'm going to take your mother.
Well, Vernon always was a bit of a mama's boy.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yes, and then
I will get out of my chair and be like, it's an honor to meet you. My name is Sandy Ravage. Vernon never informed me that he had 2 sisters.
Oh, he's going for the long
Again! Wearing the boot.
No, he has the boot.
Oh, you've got the boot.
He's got the
I'm just dressed like a farmer.
he's wearing the crown.
It's like if I was wearing the boot, hitting on all the noble women. That'd be great.
No, full
She
get up.
gives you a bit of a... Okay, buddy.
Overall, get up, boot on head.
Tentacle.
I appreciate the sentiment. And I can't say I've ever heard of Clan Ravage, but it is a pleasure to make you.
Oh, I'm part of Clan Mug.
Yeah.
That's our clan.
Yes, we're officially an adventure.
I just heard
Oh yeah.
a rumor
Wow.
We have a group
about
name.
that
Oh, great.
name. It
News
wouldn't
spreads
be
fast.
the same.
What did you hear?
Hidden Mucks.
What did you hear about them?
Well, I heard that they went in
Let's
to help
go.
the village.
The Feiffelden mugs are here.
The mugs of Feiffelden,
That's us.
Feiffelden mugs. It seems to be.
That's us.
Yeah, that was named by.
Ha!
That would be.
Yeah, it's the start of Barbie Girl.
It was
Ha! Ha!
generously named that by compatriot Grograk.
True.
Yeah. I have a way with words.
Well,
I don't.
It sounds as though you've
It's
done
a way.
quite well. I'm just surprised to see you so soon. But I suppose if the business that you were to attend to out there was finished, then it's lovely to have you home, of course.
Yeah, that's why I was sent there in the first place. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
over that.
I have
The mercenary one.
I have nothing to do with
Mercenary?
Was in it for the mercenary job we all took.
Yeah, the money.
Yeah. Is that what we...
Why were you
Did he not tell you?
What?
I just didn't realize that it was a mercenary
Your mom.
job.
Yes, that we killed a bunch of rats.
bandits.
I just got back like the rest of you. When
Oh, I guess you
was
didn't know before, did you?
when was I to tell it when I didn't know?
Yes.
It's in a letter.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Where
Not
are
sending
your
a letter to
dear
your
mother?
family.
You could have died out there, and she would never have known.
Aren't you rich?
This is just how they are.
Well,
They're actually on good behavior right now.
That's true.
well, it is
No,
much
I'm-
appreciated.
Yes, good behavior.
No.
You could be so
You haven't pulled the gun out yet. That's good behavior.
She
Don't pull that out.
she
Well,
kind of
I
comes
think-
close to you for a moment as she says,
What are we fighting here?
Are you
Hopefully
in
nothing.
trouble? Are you all right?
Wink
I
twice
don't
if
think
you're
that-
in danger.
I don't think they'd let me say yes.
Believe it or not, every time he goes off on his own, he gets more hurt.
Yeah, that was really weird. Funny story. We were in an underground place where there was like a temple and there was spooky symbols. And he went off to go talk to do some movement of stuff and some of the wheat. And yeah, he just appeared in front of us, unconscious and like caught up.
Attacked by rats.
That's what he said. I don't believe him.
Yes,
Nah, I'm just kidding. I believe you.
heard loosely about a rat problem. I'm terribly confused. My apologies.
So are
your
we.
Father, your father is in his study right now. What can I do for you, love?
We were actually wanting
I
to.
pointed the map.
We were actually wanting to get a look at some maps about town.
Oh.
Oh, and he wants a beer.
Oh, you didn't have to say that. But I would really appreciate one.
Certainly, we have quite a store of ale. If it's what you seek, it's I suppose little or
Map.
but it's
And now the rats are in the capital if they happen.
She kind of mutters to herself a little
You're
bit.
such a
She
kind lady.
scratches her
I
head.
appreciate it. Thank you.
You notice as she seems to be fiddling
they
now
know
as
something
she's kind of
about
walking
the map,
away,
like, seeing
just
them.
nodding.
Significant
You,
about-
since you're kind of looking at her, you notice that she seems to be fiddling with a little needle in her hand, with a little bit of string attached to it.
Yeah,
she's just.
I was imagining that, like syringe needle.
I saw the needle, but I was expecting like it's like poison tip, like fucking.
Yeah, I was expecting like throwing needles, not
Ow.
syringe. That's a different word entirely.
Yeah,
Throw the needle.
she seems to be just
Yeah.
fiddling with
Sometimes.
it between her fingers, as she kind of course, I can bring you to your father's study. He's just quite wrapped up in his work right now.
Yes,
and
yes.
so.
Actually, yeah, if he could. If ever there's time, we actually have a question for him too.
Oh,
It's my mustache.
Pertaining to a map that we've actually found.
a map that you found?
I can take it out.
Yes. It's
It's just like
it's an odd one. It has
hair.
some strange
that was the tea bag.
markings on it.
I'm good.
She looks up as she's kind of like,
You may keep it.
"Yeah, man."
Sorry, I must
Just,
be,
just
I
a
must
moment.
be shedding again.
She goes off as she looks.
I get it, I moved.
Roger, if you may, fetch us a beer, shall you? Just a moment. As she shakes her head, and she walks out into the main hall, looking up the stairs.
I
As
think I'll go with this thing.
That was
she
the
screams,
worst first impression.
"Nigel!
Nigel Thornberry.
Vernon is here!" Oh, no, not Nigel. My apologies.
Fuck.
Albert.
Albert!
Fuck.
Albert!
I was having smash it.
Oh, Vernon is here! As there seems to be
happened before we came in.
nothing in particular coming.
I'm sure that was
Roger
the last
comes and he hands you a mug of ale. It's
Thank you.
smaller than you're used to. It seems to be a little bit more reasonable size. It's a pint.
I'd really
Hard to-
like the interactions to be limited.
It's quite nice.
Well, hopefully
It's
your
rather
sister
refreshing.
like him.
Can't run away. I'll find her.
But if she likes him, you have to accept
Well,
it.
fine.
I don't think I've ever had a sipping beer before.
That doesn't.
Oh.
It doesn't help.
As
I hope you're aware of that.
as you are sort of giving your things, she looks over as Margaret says, "My apologies, please." As she sort of beckons you all.
Are we going? Okay.
You're brought up the stairs into a rather large loft where you see there's a handful of different corridors that go out into different rooms. But you go to the end of the hall where there's a very big, very big arched wooden door as she knocks. Pop, pop, pop! Albert! As you are sort of standing there, you can roll perception.
Notice she's a rat in human clothing.
15.
16.
15.
30.
Good job.
The difference in the rolls.
A roll of 5 or 2.
The three of you kind of hear this shuffling behind the doors. There's something. You can hear there's something going on back there. You can hear this sort of muttering, like, "Oh, I don't do something along those lines." And
Them in my mouth.
Before they know I'm a rat.
as you're all kind of trying to figure out what's going on, the doors are. Margaret basically takes a hold of the door and swings them wide open, and it is a clutter within the room. There's just books everywhere, sort of on the ground, and there's papers all over the place. There seems to be there's probably about 4 different ashtrays with 3 lit pipes and 1 unlit one, just all over the place, right? As you can see, a man sitting behind a desk, just bordered on either side with stacks of papers and books, smoking as he's writing something down on a rather large piece of parchment, and he's sort of scratching his face. And crawling just on top of his head is a little gray mouse.
Wow, it's like a rat's nest in here.
That reminds me of your mouse.
That's rude.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's to symbolize how messy.
I like them. I like them a
It's a
lot.
good joke, but it's guests.
Margaret looks at you and says, "Oh, yes. Speaking of which, I haven't seen
I miss
Mr.
him.
Squeaks. Is he well?"
Oh, he's on his neck.
Mr. Squeaks, I'm
That poor
not
mouse.
unfortunate.
It was a
And
chat.
in 5 foot 10.
That was one cool
Actually.
mouse.
As you say that,
You played a really good
The-
song at the funeral.
the man behind the desk, he sort of stops. There's a little scratching sound of a pen or a quill just kind of.
You did what?
As the man looks up, you see these 2 highlighted eyes behind these rather thick spectacles. Look up and he's. Oh,
My freed him then.
my boy.
Oh no.
My boy, I'm terribly sorry to hear.
We are at war.
As the man gets up, he's a little hunched over. To describe him as mousy would be
He's a mouse.
apt.
We
He's-
get it,
Yeah,
we
you
get
get
it.
it.
He's a
Yeah,
mouse.
it's the whole deal. But he's
He's the whole
he's
cheese
a light,
deal.
He's
I'm
a
sorry,
light,
my boy.
small. He's a light, small man of no particular stature, but he moves around with this curious gaze as he's looking out, and he comes up to you all, Cracker. But he comes up as he grabs hold of you by the shoulders and he looks at you and son, what happened? Just points.
Cracker points at me.
What the
What?
fuck?
What does that mean?
Why?
I guess the point is,
But your father comes up to you. And, what? Is that the guy from?
It's your father.
That's your father.
The rat's on his head.
Rats out of the bag. Anyhow, you. He comes up to you and he grabs you by the shoulders. I'm terribly sorry, son.
no, it's all right. I should have been there for him.
No one had hair there.
Please,
No,
I.
you know.
My apologies. I was so wrapped up in my work.
You
I didn't
didn't
hear.
you didn't
And
know.
there's more.
It's
No.
okay. It's
Pinch your pee.
it's fine.
Of course, my apologies. My name's Albert Radigan. I'm the head of the Radigan family estate, and I assume Margaret's already introduced you all.
Yes.
Another surprise. I'm part of a gang now, Father. We're the monks.
We're not a
Hey,
gang.
see, we're
not
here
a
to
gang.
we're here to
We're not
mug you.
clan.
We're here to mug you. See?
We're not a gang. We're a clan.
Hey, things have changed since I left home, Father. I'm part of a gang now.
He kind of
Part of
grabs
the
hold of
clan.
his
Oh, that's
of
got
Philip
funny
and
moves.
he kind
I saw that sit on that.
of strokes him slightly as he looks at.
I thought it was
Son,
No, that's just
my
yeah.
terrible condolences.
No.
It's not too often that we run into these situations, but it is. Well, I'm just glad that you made it out safe. How? But I didn't expect you back so soon here. I suppose there's already tea. My apologies. I've been wrapped up with something
Just an
recently.
actual bear.
I had enough tea for myself.
Of course. Well, here I shall accompany you down. What is it that you need?
We'd like to ask you about a map.
I could ask.
Yes, well, we have procured an
Just look around for
Interesting.
the butler.
map, and I can't quite make heads or tails of. We were hoping you would be able to give us some insights on it.
Perhaps we can show him the tablet. Show its original state.
Yes, yes.
It's quite an interesting map. It also, okay, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not trying to insinuate anything based on the nature of your family name and the crest and everything, but there is a symbol on the map that indicates there might be some unsavory rats in the capital. And we were wondering if perhaps you knew anything about some people or some groups that may
It seems that
be rats. And yes, I mean that.
it seems that he and Philippe, his little mouse, kind of look. They share a glance at you, and then at each other.
That's a bird!
That's a fucking bird.
Oh my god!
And they're a little
And
confused at
the
first.
guy's like, is that a
They take that in, but it seems
Who
as
let
though
the bird in here?
what the dog do.
What the dog?
What's the dog doing?
But they also seem to be taking care not to gawk. They seem fairly well respectable people. As they're looking and they look to each other and I can't say that I'm aware of anything like that. I mean, my apologies. You're confusing me a bit here. Let's start with the map and we can talk about
Yes,
this
we can worry
rat
about the rest
situation.
later.
My apologies. Things are just a bit of a mess.
Oh no.
I rolled a sense motive upon this man. Natural one.
Oh no.
So, you immediately begin to sweat. The sort of the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. Something about this man just isn't right. Maybe it's the way that he's moving around. Maybe it's the fact that he and the mouse seem to be able to communicate. You're not sure what it is, but
He can talk to rats, he must be a rat.
something is off. Something is off. You don't know what.
Interesting.
The rat side of the bag.
As
Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
everybody kind of.
What?
excuse me.
I just keep
We
sipping
will
my
discuss
beer.
this later. I have came through with a breakthrough upon this situation.
No, tell us now.
Not in the presence of the imposter.
What? I am confused.
We will discuss this later.
What?
Who's he?
Presence of
Have another beer.
Is it him?
Yes.
Is that what you're talking
Margaret,
about?
She goes.
Okay. I'll go with her.
No, that
Well,
thing?
she just calls. She just calls Roger.
Sorry, so it doesn't make sense.
None of it makes sense.
Anyhow, you see as he clambers over a couple of things, as he walks and tiptoes around a couple of items before clearing his desk completely, taking whatever he was working on, and he seems to be very carefully putting it away into a big scroll case as he kind of closes it up. And he lays out bare as he grabs his pipe and he puts it in his mouth and he sort of ashes it a little bit and he waits for you to put on the table.
No, I'll go to
Well, let's go
back to
fetch
the
it.
carriage and get the two half
For now, you can look
tablets.
at this, and I'll show him the scratched out piece of paper. It's
Yeah.
like
Well,
chocolate.
he kind of takes a look at it. He kind of,
Yeah, we'll go get the 2 half tablets.
Yep. And eventually, you
And it
kind
does literally say "rat" right beside the camera.
I will be staying in the study, keeping a watchful eye upon this man.
So, how long have you been an imposter?
he looks it over and just, how long have you known my son?
You've been lying to
Oh,
everybody.
we met
Just now.
in Feifelden. We did a job together.
Not an hour ago.
Oh, did you also respond
When I heard
to
him say
the,
"cluster," suddenly I became one.
the thing that was happening?
Yes, we did the mercenary work together.
Yeah, we all got hired together.
Yeah, we saved the town's food supply.
I know what you said, but
But
I
you
heard
wouldn't
we all
know
got
anything
hard
about
together.
that.
Well, he said that there was something out in Feifelden that he was doing. I don't recall it being mercenary work, but
Yeah, I kind of turned into that.
You haven't heard of the Feifelden mugs, have you?
my wife was saying something about that, but I didn't pay much attention. So, what clan are each of you? If you don't mind my... Oh, my apologies, my apologies. My sincere apologies to you, sir. He seems very suddenly, just a little bit like, oh shit, right? As he looks at you, and he bows very deeply past as you guys are standing. And if I may ask, your sirs, what clan do you have?
All the, you know.
Yeah.
He waits for responses. He kind of
You know.
Yeah, you know.
he's extraordinarily good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's extraordinary. He just. He becomes very nervous all at once as soon as you say that.
He's breaking like an egg under my watchful eye. Soon his daughter will be mine.
All of us are just awkward.
He's
Three awkward guys
No,
trying to have a conversation.
he immediately was like, oh, if it's too much to ask, my sincere apologies. I don't mean to insult or offend.
Oh no, it's awkward. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll just like drink the whole beer.
he seems a little confused
Let me
at first.
tell you the tale.
Let me regale you.
As you all kind of eventually, you bring the tablets up and they're laid bare on the
There, I knew
table.
it.
He looks over.
They're not rats, they're bears.
He sort of sits down as he looks over it, and his eyes twinkle and light up as he's looking across. He's oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Do you see this, Philippe? As Philippe was kind of just nods to him and just
So you know
looks
what this
over
is?
It is a map of the lands surrounding Heldrake, but
It's a map.
as well, it seems as though it goes far beyond our current understanding of what the landscape is supposed to be looking like around that area. Oh my goodness. There's an ocean on the other side. I wouldn't have known. That doesn't seem to.
Isn't that the ocean
agree
you
with
came
the-
across?
I said maybe. I don't actually know. I didn't really come across an ocean. Kind of just wasn't there anymore.
So my
Excuse me,
apologies.
what? This is an entire thing we have to have. Were you magically teleported to these lands?
I think.
Dude, that's rock and roll.
Yeah. Not really though. Okay, yeah. Fair. I feel like I mentioned this before.
I'm perplexed. You
Vaguely.
also, so I'm terribly sorry. I've been trying to be polite about this, but you are a bird.
I am a yes. I wish somebody would say my name.
He's something like a tenga or something.
So close.
Eggs, for
so
sure.
close. I am a Tengu. I hail from faraway lands. We are.
Tengu.
Yes, we are like crows, except we can talk, we can speak, we grow, we
Why,
walk
sure,
on
you
two
can
legs,
talk.
and
I sure
wow,
hope
we're
I
actually very
have
good at
those
talking,
Prove it.
better than most. I currently know.
I drink the dwarf ale.
I know 8 languages at the moment, and I plan to learn more.
Oh, my goodness, that's very impressive. I
Sorry, natural.
apologize.
Oh,
I've
you
never
sound
heard
like
of
you are a
such a
well-learned individual with languages.
Yes.
Yes, my mistake. I never actually introduced everybody here.
What?
So
No, not really, but it's okay.
yeah, so this is Gentis.
Corvius Cavata.
Yeah.
Genus Corvus Calata.
Is it? Rograk
Hey.
and Sandy Ravage.
Ravage. I've never heard of this clan.
Oh, it's not my clan.
He doesn't know what
Okay.
clans are.
We're,
Yeah,
we're a
it's
clan
just-
mug.
It's his title he got from doing things. I shouldn't say. Should
Have
I?
you been inducted into a dwarven clan?
No, it's my Ravage is my
It's-
last name.
Well, if he has, I have too.
It's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Anyhow,
we are,
this is quite
It's not your
officially
clan.
an adventuring group.
We're not a family. I thought that's what clans were.
Fifle
Hey,
them
family.
mugs.
Clans are families, yeah.
Yeah, we're not a
We're just
family.
turning into soccer hooligans.
They've
I
been
mean, yeah,
saying
we're
clan
dwarves.
mug, but
Well, so what is it that
Fair.
you wish to know? I'm just surprised. Where did you happen upon this?
Oh, you know,
Cave.
a crypt.
Well, yeah, more.
possibly evil church.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say it's a crypt. There wasn't really any tombs.
There was a
bodies.
thing.
Holy crippies a crapple.
There was a thing that was trapped there.
There was a
You-
horrible
you two dealt with
monstrosity held in place with magic.
it. Yeah.
They're good.
My apologies. This is
Strange
quite
location to
surprising.
find it, honestly.
And this is by fight.
Oh yeah, just outside of Fifelton.
Yeah.
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 There's a lot of stuff over there now.
Oh yeah.
It was in a broken down little castle thing.
The job
that's where I
contained
noted.
in us dealing with, well,
Magic trees.
Flowers too.
there was rat thieves, and then there was rats, and then there was rat people.
Magical rats.
Wizard rats, zombie rats,
Yes, that's true.
A lot
the
of
weird
rats.
Tentacle thing.
mech combination rat.
I think we mentioned that thing.
What?
Yeah, the 5 rats that formed into a snake.
Oh, yes, the weird
Mech.
amalgamation thing.
What's that mechanical?
Why didn't you tell me that happened?
Because it was horrifying.
Mech. Rat snake?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty yucky. He charged right
We
at
charged
it.
it. We just
Like
left.
a
We did the
rat
smart thing.
Why
I
didn't you
tried-
tell me? I would have came in there with like my gun.
I tried
Yeah, you were at
shouting
the other end
I
of the
tried
cave.
shouting the keyword.
Yeah, we did
Grapes,
shout.
was
You
it?
never.
Grapes.
You just
Shoots the
Father.
That's my dad.
grapes. No.
You said the word.
You're like a Russian. You're like a Russian sleeper.
Goes into a fucking rage.
I love how he's become this Russian sleeper agent where you just say the keyword and he goes fucking
You know what? Like,
crazy.
actually, when you say grapes, I kind of just. It's alright, what?
I knew it.
Just subconsciously getting like kegs of black powder, just planting them.
What are you doing? Oh, don't worry about it.
So, what are you doing? As we discussed.
What's the plan?
My apologies. So yes, I do see the rat standing here, and there seems to be some sort of engraved symbol over the entirety of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah, he
do
called it
seem
the
to
pit.
Anyway, yeah, the
recognize
pit
things
symbol.
on it.
That's also, yeah.
Yeah, you call it the pit.
Yeah.
Pit.
I don't know if you actually know anything about it. We know very little. He's very.
Sorry.
We know very little, other than that he talks about it a lot and that you shouldn't talk about it.
There are fighting
Also
rumors,
told by
I
him.
suppose, but I don't know if that it pertains. Not that I'm particularly aware. I just know that they exist.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What is it, son, that you want from this?
And that you can also
Anything
find
we
a
don't know?
man who is a heart. I believe you said.
Let's not get into the heart, man.
Look, you're spouting a lot of things I asked you not to spout. I can start spouting things too if you want.
Yeah, good. Fair.
I mean, you kind of already spoiled everything.
Rats.
He didn't say
That
it.
one is-
He didn't say it.
That one is-
I don't think you want that one out more, though.
Son, is there?
Whether it's true.
My
or not.
apologies, Margaret. If I may, he looks and he kind of
They are your parents.
waves at the door, and Margaret she looks back and she
They probably should know.
goes and she nods to Roger, and Roger
What are they gonna do? Ground
heads
you?
out.
Am I
And they
doing
close.
gaslighting?
They close the door, and
No.
and Margaret son, is there something going on?
Why don't we just tell them?
Yeah, he's got a thing going on. You tell him.
What thing? Well, we found what we've dubbed a wat, a wizard.
No, not that thing. The thing that.
No, you know, the thing that happens to every young boy. You know.
Oh no, I was not talking about that at all.
Oh, the thing that you guys keep gaslighting me about.
He's making up words again.
Why is he just making up words? Can you believe your son? Your own son.
They both look at each other confused before your father comes
What
up
are we
and
talking about? I'm so confused.
He
right
puts
now.
These floors!
Oh, I thought we were talking about him turning into a rat.
that as soon as you say that,
I was gonna be coy about it, but you know what? The rat's out of the bag.
It's right there.
the two of them it's actually the three so
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
the
Right.
two
I'm
so
so sorry.
all at once there's this look of confusion between the two of them as they look at each other, and the mouse Philippe is looking at kind of both of them, and then they all look at you.
What? Did I say something?
I didn't say it.
To be fair,
Son,
he wasn't
is that-
there when you asked us again not to do it.
Is there something?
What happened?
What's going on with
He
you,
didn't
son?
want that.
As your
What's
father
going on?
kind
But
of
he didn't
What's
tell
going
you.
on is that I'm in a
I wanted
very
to keep that down.
regretful relationship with a couple dwarves.
What have I done?
Oh.
I'm tired, Judy. Here, you were trying to get my permission to call my
Just go grab
sister.
one of the rubber straws.
Playing a joke with you.
I already did it.
is the
Plus, the two of you were gaslighting me about
What's going on?
Stop making
I'm really confused.
anyhow they both kind of come up to you as your mother. She kind of goes, "Son, sit down." As she sort of puts you up and she has you sitting on the desk. And
I just like go to the outside wall
Yep.
and just watch.
Y'all just shovel back.
Just like
I just stand there.
she sits you down and
Look at you.
son, what? Please talk to us. We're your family.
We've been through a lot. So I'm just back in my original clothes now.
What? So they can see.
Whatever
everyone
you're
else?
dealing with, I promise that we will sort it out.
I'm keeping the boot on.
Please.
It suits you.
We should enjoy it more instead.
I mean, it is a mug.
how do
Is there
I?
anything about?
What those beer boots?
Well,
Some. Yeah, but yeah.
approximately 3 months ago, I just give Gogger just this look of disdain. Just,
He's oblivious.
oh, probably fucking if he ever.
I'm just
You
like
did- you
adjusting the boot on my head, just like
You never told him not to say
Now you're just
anything.
like, what it? Oh,
yeah.
oh. Oh, I must be a mess.
So
Gotta clean it up. I at some point was cursed.
Bum bum bum.
He turns into a rat now.
I'm a rat, like a truly a rat.
One more of a rat person.
That's quite.
It
If ever
from what
there
I
was.
from what I understand, it's it is a form of lycanthropy.
Yeah.
Like empathy. Like werewolves.
Yes, but in this case, rat.
Are you safe? Have you?
Yes.
What makes you believe it to be lycanthropy?
Well, every full moon.
No, yeah, every full moon there's a transformation, and you may want to sit down for this.
They both kind of look at each other as they sit down.
And I'll.
No. Man.
When he said we should sit down,
I think he was talking to me.
You.
I'll sit down.
I'll-
Cross-legged on the floor.
I guess I'll use the mind form and shape change to give my feet rodent like qualities. And you know what? Let's go with the
You just
the
go
bite.
full out, huh? As you're standing there.
Oh my god!
And
So, yeah, the incisors just begin to grow, and yeah, my feet begin to roar.
they look, and there's a moment of astonishment as they both kind of.
I forgot he does this.
Your mother, however, as you change and you kind of finally form and you exacerbated, just show yourself.
Philippe.
You reveal yourself.
Oh,
No, Philippe. We'll give you a moment. But your mother comes right up to you as she looks you up and down, and she immediately goes into vet mode, and she's kind of looking up and down. She's going, oh my goodness, such large teeth. This doesn't seem to be quite lycanthropy, but it is rat-like. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to control it on your own. And she's very curious, very interested in the situation. But she looks at you, and after her curiosity is sort of filled, she takes a step back and she looks at you, and she just, my boy, well, you should have told us. We would have done something. I'm so sorry you've been struggling with this.
Your mom cares about it.
That's what family is for.
You just pointed at him? I thought you just pointed at him.
Your mom cares about you.
I have no mom.
Until I could figure out
The pit
who
declares
did it and
otherwise.
why, I really didn't
Your
want
pit is
to
your
bring
mother.
attention to it. No, forget I said that.
Sorry.
You never told him.
I didn't tell him today.
You think he
What
has
are we
that long
talking
of a
about?
memory?
Well, I for one am thankful.
Ah! Oh! Sorry.
Oh, I got Oh my god!
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Takes one look like, oh.
I blinked. I forgot he was there.
It's just like,
Okay,
grapes.
As your father says, well, I for one am quite thankful that your new, I suppose, teammates, members, compatriots, I for one am glad that they let the, as Mr. Ravage said, rat out of the bag.
Where is our
Please don't encourage him.
It's catching on.
I don't think he needs encouragement.
With every day I grow stronger.
It's catching on.
Soon the beard will leave, and I will be born as a new
Now that we know we can help,
butterfly.
we can do something, right?
So remove the rat part.
As your father sort of comes up to you, Philippe actually leaps on your shoulder as he sort of climbs up, and he runs right up to the side of your head as you look over at him, and he just sort of gives you a little brush on the cheek as he
That's cute.
as you feel your family is sort of.
These curses also let me speak with rats. Or rodents, but might as well just kind of say
It has been quite useful.
That's how I found out.
It was quite hilarious dealing with an army of rats, and then we have a man who can turn into a rat.
I'm
Quite
thinking
serendipitous.
that I'm making the connection here. So this map that you've brought me, this
You're the rat.
you're the
rat.
The rat.
That's
Do you think
correct.
Do you think it could be connected?
Well, we
You did mention visions.
There's a lot of weird connections, like his pit symbol and the rats and the beasts, and the rat said that he was something to do with it.
He said he was plagued by
Him?
visions.
It says
Yeah,
something
apparently
like
I'm important, but that's probably because of the scratched out bird part.
Question: did you receive your affliction in the capital itself?
I changed for the first time here, yes.
Quite interesting.
Ooh.
So maybe the one that inflicted you with this curse, disease, whatever we wish to call it, might be the very target we're looking for.
Yeah, they might.
Now, excuse me, I was a bit too smart for a bit too long.
Now the beard is like.
Now, the
Oh, you excuse me. Oh yeah!
You just see some little tiny hairs encase your skull.
I'm sorry.
Well, of course I'll do whatever we'll do whatever we can, son. To
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just wiggling out his face.
To punish him whenever he's doing something, it just goes inside.
Oh, it's in the hairs. No.
Wow, now you're just a horror.
Dude, earlier when I made the joke of becoming a beautiful butterfly, my brain imagined Melina. But instead of rod, it's just hair. It's just naked Sandy around.
Beard just wraps around.
Listen, the amount of hair things that I pictured because of Sandy Ravage will haunt me forever. I literally pictured the blasphemous sword, but it's hair.
It's like tied around his arms and legs puppeting him here.
Jesus Christ.
This is horrific.
Good lord.
I'm an elf horror.
You are!
No, the beard is an elder.
You
term.
will be. You will.
Yeah, he's just a host.
Yeah.
So,
He's the
As your
unfortunate-
as your father sits down and he kind of begins piecing things together. So it seems that whatever is causing this must have something to do with this creature. This is all. That all seems to be what this is pointing to. I
Yes.
suppose.
Makes sense.
There's too many coincidences.
Right.
Not the least which of being that, of course, our house name seems to, and our proclivities, seem to have made you some kind of a target. Or perhaps even our name or our house. They could be trying to sabotage us, or I could not tell you, but...
Do you have any enemies?
Well, there's a few, but...
What if
there-
this is like the other time, though, where the rats were just affected because they were there?
Yeah, what if there's more
What
flowers?
if he got
There are
this
flowers?
just by simply being
Yeah.
here?
Oh, the
nearby to
last
where
place where the
Well,
rats
why
were
only
talking, there
him?
was a bunch of flowers.
Is it only him?
And what
He
was
kept
the
it hidden.
significance?
Others might also
Gave them all their powers,
Magic has to take magic and look
like
around.
awoke them and stuff.
Where
Very strange.
were you
And it
specifically
was almost like
when
someone
you first
planted them
noticed
there.
the change?
I was in my room getting ready for bed.
You can roll sense motive.
Perhaps we should check his room. Maybe even just the house.
That's gonna be at 27. Or sorry, 26.
He seems for a moment as he's sort of listening to all this. There's a flash of like, I guess you could call it would be almost
Time. It was very.
fear, recognition.
You can see the
Blue,
fear
that
in
was
his
that.
eyes.
There's something
Yes,
that
but as
flashes
the rat
across
said,
his
it
face
was-
as he's
You know,
kind
he
of
wasn't intelligent at first.
That's true.
perplexed for a moment.
Nope.
Something he notices something.
It's been getting
Yeah, that's all I remember. I wasn't in there. That's what they told me.
She's.
What?
Didn't you say the rat got away?
Yeah, the whack got away.
Yeah, we never
He
got
kind of
him.
floated away, did his like floating rat
Oh.
things.
Yeah. He's still out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Never saw him.
Perhaps we should have dealt with that.
Well,
Yeah, I'm sure a bird will get him.
Yes, exactly.
well, regardless, here, looking a little more closely at this, at the map and sort of where this large rat figure seems to be placed, the only thing that might make sense to me is if we pull up some of the older maps of the city, that would probably have some information, something that might be able to help. I can commission some, and we can have it within a day or so.
I know around here the laws of magic are different than where I'm from. Is it okay if we walk around the house just looking at some magical energies? Because if this was similar to the other thing, we would be able to see evidence of that throughout the house.
Well, it's possible, but that long ago, I'm not entirely
Yeah,
certain.
it might not still be there, but if it's still permeating in the area.
It's possible. Certainly. Well, feel free to have a look around. Anything you can do to help will be
Let's go.
appreciated.
Oh right.
I guess we'll literally just scan the
Oh, they're
entire
doing that
house
thing
with
again.
detect magic.
Yes,
To
yes.
see if we find anything.
Yeah.
Especially his room where he said he transferred
Yeah,
the first time.
I
Where's your
lead
sister's room?
them to my room.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get there later.
As
Yes,
you-
we're just detecting some magic. Opens drawer.
Hides under bed.
Let me detect under bed.
My new wrestling mask.
The best part is it wouldn't even be panties. It'd just be fucking like giant
Oh,
drawers.
yeah.
Just big fluffy pants.
Yes! Yes!
Put that adult diaper on my face.
And as you begin to cast your magics and
That's the
take
right
your
answer. You
look
have
through the
passed
room,
the
there's
test.
a moment where Vernon, you are embraced by your family as you are. With that, we're just gonna take a 5-minute break here, and we'll be right back.
The other one stoves.
I actually don't think it's stuff. I think that it's dryers and Oh no, it might be stoves.
I'm pretty sure it's stoves because if you do the cleaning thing on the stove
No.
and you don't
Thanks,
pay
Mom.
attention, you can
It's-
easily light a fire.
It's like hair dryer.
It's like a toothpaste top.
Oh, that makes
something
sense
like
because they have
that.
elements in them, yeah.
Yeah.
And they get left alone a lot too.
Welcome back, everybody.
And
And
the back.
we are back as the group has finished discussing with Vernon's family about the map that they had found on the stone tablet. Taking a
Vernon
look.
is the villain.
That's
That's what I meant to say.
Vernon is the villain. Or
Villain.
Thanks for fixing my words for me, Chris.
Yeah, I flubbed the flub.
You flubbed the flub.
I tried to say the flub and I flubbed.
Beautiful.
Double negative.
Love your sister.
Fucking do it, coward.
As they
Stop
sort of,
talking about it and do it.
as they
Stop saying you'll do it and don't do it.
as the group is sort of told that they can requisition the old maps of the city to take a look and see if there's anything below, perhaps,
Perhaps the sewers.
to help.
Classic rats.
Yeah.
Why does it always have to be sewers?
In the
Yeah, like just
meantime,
walk into the like
You've been in more sewers before.
the rich part of town and find rats.
Gross.
as well, the group, the two of Gentis and Sandy have been scouring the house for any ebbing or particular
Savage.
magical energies that are permeating throughout. And besides the room of his sister, where there is magic coming out,
I never show them which room is my sister's.
But we can find
but
the magic
there
for
is
it.
there seems to be magic coming from a particular room.
Oh, it sounds like she might need a toucher.
And
Do I need to restrain you?
The beard will do it for me.
Good. Okay.
but there seems to be magic permeating from a room, but it seems to coincide with what Vernon has told you.
Has he told me?
Oh no!
Yeah, he
no,
hasn't
there
said
is
anything.
there is
Yeah, we haven't
there is
heard
magic definitely emanating out of his sister's room.
We gotta
time
investigate
to
that.
investigate this. What kind of checks are we
No,
on?
I
Spellcraft?
said I was showing them to my room and that was it.
Oh yeah. Did you follow us the whole time though?
Well,
I'd
he's
to
with
show
you.
you where my room is.
Yeah, for just
Just
your
23 spellcraft.
And then we do that for a while.
23 spellcraft.
Just,
There
like, staring
seems
at
to
the
be
door.
some
I'm doing
basic
Nope.
transmutation magic going on around here. It
Transmutation?
seems fairly recent.
That's the same.
But there is also some aberration as well, and
That's different.
and a little bit of evocation. Oh no, not evocation, divination.
Okay.
And you meant abjuration, right?
Abjuration.
Yeah.
Aberration.
No, it's like aberrations. That's
Aberrations.
not magic.
Aberration magic.
the fridge monster.
That.
If you're worried, okay, if you're worried about him saying weird things, if he does, I'll just tell you about it.
I'll
'Cause
do
I
my
can't
best
stop
behavior.
him.
You can trust me. Cross my beard and hope to die.
What's the worst he can do? Like, I don't know.
Cross
I
my
don't
beard and
know.
I
Eat her
will
clothes?
die.
I don't know
Cross
how
the
magic
beard.
works.
Oh,
I can
die.
only fathom what kind of.
Oh, I don't have any divination magic at all. I could never set up a scribe to your sister's room.
Wait, you can do that?
That was a specific set of.
That was very specific. I never said that.
That's
I-
very specific and knowledgeable sounding.
Oh yes, I'm a wizard. I know these things.
Remember, he's smart.
Yeah,
Pretends not to be.
I'm like the smartest person
As you
here.
pull out like a video camera.
Yeah.
I never said to him of this.
Yeah, yeah,
never
most
said
of
anything
that could
about
happen.
I never said anything about the sentry skull I'm gonna set up in the corner of a room that I can switch vision with.
I don't know why you went like.
It just cuts to her standing in the room, and there's like a stick with
With a
a skull on it, just smiling, and she's just, Mom.
When did
See,
this get in?
I thought when you like
Just
you said
mom.
nothing about me setting up a fire rune. Nice.
However,
Just,
You can trust me.
I don't like the idea of you being into my sister's.
Well, okay, how would you come with us?
Yeah.
We need to check. There's magic.
You can
in
even
here.
hold my magical book.
Man, let me preface this by saying it's just him.
I'm aware, but I'm with him.
Do you need him to detect magic too?
Sometimes
Two
he's better
eyes
at
are
it than
better
I
than
am.
one.
Yes. Sometimes he's better than me. It
I
just
am
happens.
a well-trained caster.
Yes. That's why we do it together, so that if one of us fails, the other generally doesn't.
Yes. Trust me.
I wonder where they all went. I'm just still sitting.
Yeah, he's still in the room.
I'm still sitting
Fine.
cross-legged
Fine, I'll
in
just
his
be there
study.
with
he's still going over. He looks.
You may open the door.
Can I get you something, sir?
Oh yeah, beer would be great.
Ah, yes. Another?
Oh, I didn't like that at all.
What did you do? Did you walk in and sniff?
Yeah, he just like,
There's just Roger. the more
Oh,
shit.
thank you.
And we cut back to you guys.
opening
As,
the door begrudgingly as he just immediately.
This is a sick prank, let me tell you what.
Making him think he could trust me in his sister's room.
Said this out loud.
Worst mistake of their
I
lives.
mean, to be fair, scent is a high point of sexual attraction.
I'm a sexual deviant!
You say you stomp into the room.
no, here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tried to justify what's going on. Just, I'm a sexual deviant.
Just stomps right into the room.
He's like, what's the worst that can happen? I'm a sexual deviant. He's running into my sister's room. He's already done far worse than I could imagine.
Yes.
This was the last thing we wanted to happen.
He's been there 5 seconds.
I just look at you and I say, I'm sorry.
Oh, right. I'm
I
trying to
was
figure out,
naive.
I'm trying to figure out the sources of this magic.
All these losers getting in the way.
I'll put him away for now.
Yeah, let me just put these away for now.
So as you're looking through the room, it's very clear that that there's a general air of magic within the room, and it seems as though it's been cast relatively recently, as though something, but it is dissipating, as though it was cast in here not too long ago, but has since vanished, whatever the source of it
The
was.
magical source is currently waning upon this room. You can smell it in the air if you take a deep breath.
Don't try to justify it now.
I don't smell magic.
No, I guess that's just a me thing.
Yeah, I see it.
Now,
Oh,
my
Teach their own.
sister is learning magic at the academy.
oh amazing. What's she learning?
What? Don't really talk much about it.
You don't know your own sister's field of study.
Yes, you do.
I don't want to give him more.
So you gotta roll that bluff? Bitch.
Gang signs out the window, you bitch. Yeah, bitch.
Ooh, that sounds like a 19.
Sounds like a 20 with an 8.
Just, we don't talk much about it.
Oh, you said you were a good brother. What's she learning?
He's gonna find out one way or another.
Can you at least pick a not so disturbing method to ask?
What if she's the person we're looking for? What if she inflicted you with this curse? Knowing what her field of study is could help.
It could eliminate her potential chance.
We
of
could
being-
take her off the sus list. Oh, so
Yes.
your dad's really sus. Putting it out there. Your dad is the most suspicious person I have ever met.
That man's more harmless than he is.
Oh, not that face. Hiding behind that, I voice cracked, I'm sorry. Hiding behind that is a horrible, vicious monster, spitting lies. I've seen his type before.
He was that very caring
As
father.
I'm
to
sitting in
son.
his room, just
I think you might have gone off the deep end on this one.
Okay, I'm perfectly fine.
no.
You're acting a little manic.
from across the mountains, then. To the
Anyways, what's
to
her
the
field?
east.
Does she turn people into rats? Is what we're
Yes.
asking.
I think so. I don't remember. I got really drunk and then I just came across a job.
I suppose it's nice to have you here, Mr. It was again.
Oh, Grogback.
Crocker.
That.
Oh,
Yeah.
pleasure.
Yeah.
What do you do, my
Appreciate the drinks.
Of course, certainly. We try and be very hospitable, especially to our dwarven sires.
Cheers.
Of course.
I'll just wait for them to come back.
Of course. As
Dwarven.
he continues writing out, and you look through, and do you tell them?
I think he has to remember himself.
Transmutation.
Yeah,
Crazy! I
was-
said that. That was like the first thing
It
I
was the first
said.
thing
That's
you said.
crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm Grograk's rubbing off on me. It's something to do with my family. Anything to do with dragons.
Who?
He'll be a drunk within the week.
He is on the path.
He is getting shorter.
He's gonna start growing a beard.
The drink's taking effect.
Oh,
What's
finally.
happening?
And she's
Yeah, the
learning
monthly
how to be
checkup.
a transmuter, I believe, is the term.
Well, that's exactly the magic that could potentially turn people into rats.
How long has she been studying for?
Oh. She's in her first year.
So,
And you said this happened how long ago?
3 months.
3 months.
3 months. Was there anything significant in her studies at the time?
Actually, that's something I genuinely do not know.
I'll take a quick look around for notes.
Because I
Any
suspect your sister
You do
was
remember
was
that
not a
as you guys
malicious
were
Oh yeah,
showing up, she
I was wondering if she has any other like.
You could roll
Study
a
thing.
potentially accident.
yeah, I suppose a perception for your search.
Especially if she's new.
17.
Nothing in particular seems to be
What are
of
you looking
note.
for?
I was seeing if she maybe had any research notes left behind or, learning assist tools. Words.
I'll do a little search as well, just to help out. Of course. 26.
Yeah, you take a look around the room,
Find the skull.
Oh, I've been looking for this.
and yeah, again, even at that, there's nothing in particular that you find that would seem to suggest anything nefarious.
Well, if she's got notes, they're hidden very well, or just not here.
If she has notes, she probably took them with her to school.
Yes.
Yes, she did dump a lot of papers on the ground. Would make the most sense.
Well, she's very much a novice, so I don't know if this is within her range.
Well, like I said, it might have been an accident,
Yes.
if anything.
She's more or less cleared. She'll be minor suspicious. We'll have a chat with her later. Sit
Exactly.
down, ask some questions.
Well, you know, we're very good at
Why
getting
did you turn your
information
brother
out of
into a
people.
rat?
Yeah, we'll just do the same thing we
What
do
kind
with
of
the other
man do
guy.
you like?
What kind of dwarf do you like? What? I mean, man dwarf.
Man dwarf with the beard.
What kind of
Eli.
muscular man dwarf are you
the
into?
pits.
How would a woman react to a man walking up and having a crab around his waist?
Well, she doesn't know it's a live crab yet.
Even if it's a dead crab.
I mean, yeah, that's,
Even if it's a dead crab.
that's actually
this
a
man
lot.
is legitimately
Hey,
wearing
hey,
a crab.
The entire family has pets.
oh yeah, they're if anything,
I'm just-
I think
Spit it in
I think if
even
it's
more.
alive, you'll be better off than
Yeah.
if they think it's dead.
My crab's alive.
Yeah, they don't know that though.
This guy's a
He's
winner.
got crab's ass face. I
A
said my
crab.
line. I said it.
Sometimes you should.
I
I really
It
went
took
quiet.
me-
Like I said it.
So it
honestly,
seems as
I
though
tried to process what you
whatever
said.
type of magic that had changed Vernon is not present.
Most likely.
It seems to be no longer within the area.
We should head back to Grog Rack.
Well, check the rest of the house, then do
Yes.
that. So yeah, we'll do another. We'll just finish the house off, do some
I
scanning,
don't
and
know
then
if
head
that's
back.
the best or worst
Guy.
case scenario. Best.
There doesn't seem
That was
to
a
be
mistake.
too much in the way of things within the area.
Doom music play.
Oh, your house
This
is
is a
clear of
running
magic.
through your house.
So good news. Most likely it didn't happen because
Yes.
of your household, or if it did, it was very temporary.
Oh yes, to your knowledge, have you received any new servants around this time of your change?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't believe so. Is that a knowledge to roll,
yeah,
or
you
do I
can
just
roll
know?
You I mean, around that time you wouldn't have received really any new servants. Again, the only thing that you can think of that coincided were the earthquakes.
The cultists.
Like, no,
That joined
there
your
were
household.
some peculiar quakes,
That's very similar.
Yeah,
to
similar to the ones.
but yeah, that's no new servants at the time. No.
Perhaps maybe seeking out some kind of botanist or florist within the capital could maybe lead us to maybe finding more of those flowers.
Yeah, it could potentially be the flowers, or perhaps there's something deeper within the earth that we didn't find in the other place too.
Many leads.
I think the flower's the best bet for now.
Probably yes.
If you you can all roll intelligences.
No.
12.
Shit. 7.
12.
And Hayden said no.
I don't need to.
Oh, do you recall?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah.
Okay, I'm glad.
I
Okay, never
remember.
mind then. Yeah, you guys don't. It's fine.
Cool.
Priority. And I'm also still a little frazzled from just, oh yeah, you turned to a rat.
A little rattled.
Ha! But you guys go up
Here's
and you
walking
find
enemies.
Grawrak kind of passed out as your father's scribbling notes and trying to figure things out. As you show up,
I'm kidding.
he's in the middle of giving his seal. Actually, you just sort of
you or your sister, your choice.
before they come up, he comes up and he pats you.
Alright.
I didn't mean to wait to show you too much, but when my son comes up, or if you would like to go, if you could give this to the library, they should be able to help. You see it's a little folded letter with the Radigan seal waxed on the front.
Just rubbing my hips.
Quite the hat. I see you've already been to the boot. I'm sorry, I don't go out drinking much, but I know of it. The
booty.
The big booties. Big booties.
Oh yeah. They gave me a cool hat.
Yes, big booties. Big booties, Brunos. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they gave me a cool hat. I liked it.
I bit my tongue. Well, I'm glad that my son has opened up a little bit. He was always a little bit like me.
Oh, he's a rascal. He gets all kind of trouble. I keep an eye on him though.
Well, it's much appreciated.
When I'm not asleep, that is.
There's never enough to
Asleep
a
a
sense
lot.
of dread suddenly.
I just saw him one time, he almost mauled some kids as a rat.
I still remember that. That was so funny.
Ate a cat.
Excuse me. If you'll excuse me.
Everything is under control.
Fine.
I'm doing this by my own choice.
Oh, it has nothing to do with the moon.
I'm hungry.
I hate kids. But you all sort of gather yourselves as Korek, you are given the letter.
Library card.
Hopefully I'll remember that.
What?
Who are you? Oh, hey.
I
Sorry.
always forget that you
Lapse
say
of-
that sometimes.
Lapse of thought.
But you all gather together, and your mother comes down, and she, and of course you're all welcome to stay here. We have guest rooms for you all.
It's very gracious.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much.
You might want to keep
Nice.
a guard on his.
Wait, why?
Are you in danger?
No.
Oh yes, he is very much so.
Is it? Is the pet coming?
It's
I sure hope it's not.
14 bluff.
The things you've been
14.
saying, you're more of the danger.
I am
Him?
What? I'm in
the
danger?
danger.
That's what he just said.
I
No,
am danger.
I was saying
She gives
he
you a
is
That's
more-
what he just said.
curious
No, I was
look.
saying that he is the danger.
He's gonna kill you. Is that what you're saying?
Why are you gonna kill me?
I'm not gonna kill you.
What's happening?
That's what he just said. He said
Are
he's
you
the
being
danger.
crazy?
No. That's what he just said.
I said he
Ah,
is
yeah.
the danger.
I
You're the one that
I almost
insinuated
forgot.
that he's going to kill
Oh yes.
I'll just
if,
sleep in a different room.
if you're all
Me
together,
too.
perhaps you can help since you'll be waiting anyhow for the request. Your uncle's been struggling with something. There's some sort of case around the city. There's some issues going on. If you'd be interested in talking with him about it, I don't know too much about it, but since
that
you're
guy
all
with
here
the
and
rat?
since you have, it seems, helped
Oh, yeah, he was nice.
Feifel then you may be of service to him. I know that your brother has been quite frustrated as well with the whole
Brother?
situation.
Oh yeah, how is Nigel?
Stubborn. Him and father haven't been getting along so well.
Oh,
But besides that, he's Nigel.
He's a rat.
You should.
Name's Happy.
Well, it sounds like the beard and the bird are on another case.
Yes, I like that.
Those are the
I like that quite a bit.
beard and the bird.
The beard, the bird. The beard, the bird, and
And
the
so you
beard.
should see how large Pike is now.
And the rat.
You could have been a bat. That'd been so much cooler.
It's
Would've
true,
been
it would've been bees.
alliteration.
did you say it could have been bees?
Yes, that
The bee druid. Was it? Who was it that did the? Sorry, it's a total tangent.
Probably
Who
Braden.
did the? I was thinking.
No,
Braden.
Braden Prime, I don't know. Braden the second did the centipede shifter.
Braden
Yeah.
Prime might have done
No,
it.
Braden Prime. I do remember Braden Prime. He was
Sounds
had
like
the,
him.
he was the giant bee druid, and he just had like 5 giant bees. Anyway, neither here nor there. So, You all sort of. What is it that you do now? You're showing.
What time
your
of day is
rooms.
it?
It's still relatively early. It's only about midday, a little past, but.
Oh yeah,
Perhaps
we
we
gotta
could
go
go-
to the library.
Why?
What one of the four?
Were you asked to do something you've forgotten?
Something to do with a letter. I just don't remember where I put it.
Letter.
So the boot he's wearing on his head, is it like straight up a boot or is it like a glass?
like a
No,
wooden
it's
boot.
it's a wooden boot.
Oh,
It's a wooden
okay.
boot.
It's a boot. Is there a letter at
If
the
we
library?
get there, I'll remember.
Okay.
Are you
Well, okay. How about,
certain?
well, how about we go to the library and find out, because there's no
Are
harm.
you?
And then we can go to the botanist that we were thinking of, and then perhaps we can find George.
And then we're gonna see my uncle.
Oh yeah, his uncle. Yeah, he seemed nice. It was a
Apparently
really
tell-
pleasant conversation. I
And
had.
maybe if we're lucky, this thing that he's looking into might help us glean a little information on the city.
Well,
The bird and the beard are on it! We'll go.
And you head out, yeah. And you make your way off of the property.
First, we must find a woman.
First, I must go clothes shopping. I need some better attire for this.
enter
Isn't that what
store.
that's for?
Goes to a
Well,
like,
I can only store clothes in here.
goes to a florist and gets like all the, like a big bushel of flowers and stuff.
A wedding dress.
Yeah,
Chocolates.
2 rings.
Perfect for me.
Yeah, puts it on your
Puts all of them on.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do.
Has a wedding dress, 2 wedding rings.
And then as she's going out,
What's
the beard
good,
kisses
my
him.
You take this beard as your love.
No!
Yeah, I know. Tries to shake his head.
Just slides into the room.
No! Are you sure about that? Yes! But you make your way out into the main roads as you head towards the library. As you make your way, it doesn't take too long before you see again going into that the large slab that was held up by all of those pillars. Below you can see a rather large congregation of dwarves, as well as upon a large pedestal, kind of to the end, or rather a large platform. There seems to be a demonstration going on with flames erupting, illuminating underneath of this large stone structure.
Oh, do that
Just
too.
images flashing throughout of dwarves hammering onto.
It's a rock concert. It's for geologists all over the capital. They come together, show off the rocks.
Yeah. But anyhow, this spectacle goes on as
Okay.
you make your way past into the library.
Dwarves
You
can
enter.
We play really cool music too.
You enter in as
Fair
this fairly large
Awesome.
hustle and bustle
Rock
about, and you make your way up to the main desk, and do you? You can roll.
Oh no.
That's a 5
You only
intelligence.
need to do it once.
Uh-oh. As
Oh,
you
I left
as
the
you
door.
all approach, there is a woman behind the desk as she sort of comes up.
Yes.
Hello.
Do you,
I need a
This
drink.
this very old dwarf woman with 2 big sideburns that are braided and go up and over her back as she kind of. Hello.
Yeah, so
Oh,
what was it
Lord.
that we needed
I
to be
mean-
doing here, you said?
Apparently,
Trying to remember, my brain can only think about drink right
maybe
now.
they have the letter. Apparently, there might be a letter here for Ratigan or something of the likes.
Radigan.
Yeah, his family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Something about a
Yeah.
drink. Letter!
Oh,
Here.
thank you.
So I went to go look
I
for
opened it because he gave it to me.
I thought I was thinking about a drink, but then I looked and there was a letter I remembered.
Oh, this isn't for me.
Yeah, it's for them.
You?
It's for them.
That's what they said.
So we have a letter for you. Sorry, he's a interesting fellow.
Right. Then I'm sorry they opened.
She snatches it away.
And he just eats
Don't
it.
worry, I remember everything in it. No.
Like a camel's jaw.
We will put it under review, and we should have it for you by tomorrow morning.
Nice.
Nothing much we can do right now. We'll send it through.
Cool.
Curiosity,
If
what is
I
that about?
may, human. Give me the little one. As you see, there's a small human boy, kind of tattered in dress, who comes up and yes, bring this to the office. He sort of as he's sent away as a runner towards the back. We'll be in touch.
Wait, what was that for?
Well, the requisition has been made. We have to go into the older files.
Oh, so it's for a book.
Oh, no maps!
For the maps! Oh, it makes sense. Never mind. Sorry, we're just very ill-informed about what we're doing at the moment. I apologize for the confusion.
I didn't know you were in
Anyways!
What?
I didn't know we were in Arabia.
I feel like we were.
Don't worry about it.
What about Arabia?
That's the wrong concert.
The background music.
Oh!
No, what do you mean? It's very,
Nature walks
very dwarven in nature. What do you mean?
I'll be watching you.
Wazowski!
Radigan.
Radigan.
You're
Always watching.
I was
She
gonna say
kind of looks away as she
An old fling or something.
continues on.
Oh.
Oh,
Now,
that's why his parents are so doting, because he accidentally, you know.
Now, if you please,
I didn't even say anything this time.
make your presence scarce.
Let's go, boys.
Sure.
She just looks at you.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
We'll make like a cave in.
That was the worst one yet. You should be ashamed. Good, you are ashamed.
Demon spirit, take me.
The beard just picks you up by your feet and
Oh, yeah.
drags you out of the building.
Pulls him over.
Yeah, I just
Nobody saw this.
picked up by the scruff and
Nobody
kicks him
saw
out.
this. I think he dragged off the floor.
You're just going out.
I'm not Sandy Rabbit.
But you make your way out as
The botanists. Or something of the like.
Yes,
We're gonna get that flower examined.
I guess I'll roll. Do I know where there's a
This one.
botanist or?
The weird flower.
You think that
Yeah,
that
trees.
We're gonna see if they're.
that there is a
We did. I
place.
collected one just in case we needed it.
I didn't write it down.
It's okay.
I thought it was
It's
a
okay.
green thumb or something.
It is green thumb.
Yeah, it's a
Oh
halfling.
yeah. That was. I wrote it down. Green thumb grommet.
Green
That's right. He's a halfling.
Yeah, we needed to meet with him.
Yes.
That was the other thing. I was like, I knew we had to do something else here, but I can't remember.
So you do remember that there is this green thumb grommet, but you're not entirely sure where he might be.
Well, let's ask around.
Just approach someone on the streets.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Tell me what I want to know.
Fair enough.
I'm looking for green thumb grommets.
I didn't want that. I guess I'll get you all to roll your perception. No, it would be diplomacy. Diplomacy.
No. I don't even help.
22.
11.
Hey.
I'm just standing in an alleyway
Oh, we're
waiting
using
for
his.
someone
I
to
got.
Yeah, me too.
As
I
you
am the
all,
bird.
Tell me what I want to
I'm the
know.
bird.
I'm the bird, so I am.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
who am I looking
So yeah, he
for?
approached.
Where can I get a drink?
Sorry,
Why
we're
are
just
you
looking
threatening
for
me
green
over
thumb
that?
grommet. We're not sure where he is when you town.
When can I get a drink?
It takes a little bit, but you come upon. You're actually asking somebody else when when a drunk who kind of overhears you kind of looks over and just,
Started asking.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna order something. Get him out of there. I'll kill you.
Yes.
you're looking for green thumb grommet, huh?
Yes, we are.
Oh.
Looking for Branto Wallace.
I don't know what you might be looking for him for, but if you're looking for someone of his ilk, you're probably gonna find him in the dinges then.
Dinges! Dinges!
How is the
Yeah!
You,
I don't know what that is. Dinges, let's
know-
go! Yeah.
You know the dinges as like kind of the slummy, shady part of town.
Don't make me wait here too long.
You wonder why he picks on you.
What?
It doesn't.
Oh, you made a bad mistake.
It doesn't look like he makes it easy on himself now, does it?
Right there.
Well, that's just
You don't know
unfortunate. But yeah, you know, folks like that, you find them in the dinges. You know, little shady sorts. Your apothecaries.
I flip out a gold coin. Would you perhaps lead us there?
Well, my.
You'll get it upon arrival, of
He
course.
gives a deep, kind of staggered bow, and he
Oh,
he nods, and he said, "Well, certainly I'd love to."
Well, thank you, sir.
As he kind of nods to you all, he looks and is, "Oh, is that real?"
Let me find out. I sound like the one he
Yeah,
handed
because I
out.
gave him one. Ben's.
It does it?
Oh,
Ben's
yeah.
in half.
Yeah, that's gold.
There you go.
Well, then, certainly, here, please,
Nice.
if I may.
Of course. Upon arrival, I will give you the money.
Of course,
Just
of
bend it
course.
back.
No, I just
Bend it back, and then you just bite.
just eats it. In half. I bite the full thing going.
As you all
Nice.
kind of you make your way downtown. The sun is sort of crested lower into the sky as you make your way southwards, and you go through the nicer area, the where everybody sort of lives, and then slowly making your way down, things start to get a little bit more sketchy. The houses are decrepit. The people sort of laying more on the street. There's another thing that you notice
My
is
kind of people.
as you've gone further south, there are more humans. The majority of the people who you've seen so far have been like dwarves. You've seen a couple of humans here and there, but down this way, you notice there's quite a few. And as you make your way down, there is a rather
That thing I've heard of.
there's a rather open and another larger open street where you notice that more people are congregating, and there are these buildings that are built up onto the side of the wall as you approach, and all along the edge of the wall here there seem to be different stacks of buildings on top of each other and going more into the street. And they all seem to be these small little dens of some kind where you see smoke coming out and you see there's fires inside and so on and so forth. And he leads you to a smaller shack just towards the southern corner of the area, and it's fairly. It looks like it may as well be made of driftwood and spare parts, with a rather decent little garden around the back. As you walk in, there's a little chiming bell that ting ding ding ding, and you see as the man who led you here, he kind of nods to you. Well, thank you
Flip him his
very
gold
much.
coin.
He kind of
Toss
catches
the
it.
coin
And he
to
goes,
your
"Oh,
Sir?
As he just walks to
well,
the
thank
counter.
you very
Alright,
much, gentlemen.
I hate it.
And
Guidance.
hopefully to see you again.
Oh yeah, we'll be around. Nice.
And he sort of goes off.
Oh yeah, where's the bar nearby?
Dragon sword.
I'll find it.
As he makes his way back.
Just want to get all the bucket list done.
Yeah, fair. Fair
As you are sort of step
The
in and
world
the bell
behind
chimes. You hear, yeah.
Is this the abode of Green Thumb?
You catch catch sort of the back of a
the knife.
rather large, very thick man, not taking care of himself properly kind of a guy. Easily like 3 to 350 pounds.
That's a big halfling.
Oh no! Right, that's a big halfling.
No, I like this.
I like 300 pound
Morbid.
He's
350 pound. No, yeah,
Morbid.
350 pound halfling who's just dripped over this.
He rolls.
Dripped over this.
Don't ever describe this fat man as dripped.
He's dripped out.
Dripped over this this what you can only describe as the wooden equivalent of a wheelchair for this guy. He has these terrible, strange green stains all over the front of his coat that seem to glow just ever so slightly. As he's looking up at you, he has this terrible, scraggly, necky beard, and these big, pointy ears that are crooked on either side as he looks over and he asks, "What can I do for you?"
Well, you see, and I put on a nice face.
I need a drink.
We have heard of your expertise from across the land in the village of Fiefdom. And we would like to inquire upon them as we have found some interesting herbs that may be causing...
Whatever it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
No, it's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying.
To wheel himself away.
It's not what I'm saying, sir. I think your expertise could help us understand what this might be.
I had nothing to do with it.
We just want to know what this stupid flower
We
does.
don't think you're responsible. We think you might know what is going on because of your expertise and knowledge in the craft.
We just want to know what this dumb flower does, and you probably know, and we don't.
Yeah. And we could even pay you.
What do you?
Yeah, he's got a lot of money.
We were sent by the.
I got a lot of money.
Okay.
You die soon.
Sent us.
Yes. Well, we mean you no ill harm.
Yes. Certainly.
I'd like to leave.
Alright. Boys, come out. As you see a couple of young halfling boys sort of come out, and you see that they look all sort of timid and looking up at you. Yes, father.
Emaciated, like bone poking through the skin.
Skeletons.
I need my dinner. Bring me.
I'm starving. I know you're hungry. I am.
Bring me over to my bench. And
We are never going back to the
Drag me to the breakfast
take from these.
I expect us to run through the world far away and just find him somewhere out there. Like, no.
Like, how did you leave?
You're sitting there by the fire at night in like the far-flung reaches of the edge of the world, and you just look up, and in the darkness you're wheeling, and you're hard breathing.
I like the idea of him.
And you just through the dark veil, you see his eyes and the glow of the green. Just,
That would be a grape situation.
That would be a great
As his boys sort of wheel him over to behind the desk, he lifts a strained right hand, his stubby, sausagey little fingers reaching up as he asks, basically beckons for the flower.
Here you are. Kept it in a vial. It's most likely dead, though. Did you have a live one?
No.
Perhaps if you can't glean anything, we'll bring that one up.
He takes a look at it and he kind of looks it over and up a little bit. And you two can roll a spellcraft, basically, as he looks up on it.
God damn, spellcraft doesn't want to work for me today.
30! 11!
His eyes go aglow
He
for
speaks
a
those
second
funny
as
words.
he says something
Oogity
under his
googity, give
breath.
me the juice.
And you do recognize this as detect magic as he sort of looks it up and down. And, live specimen would be.
What did he say?
He said a live specimen would be.
Good, but as his eyes blink and he whispers something else, as
You're not gonna lose
they
it.
change again. Making my way down.
And you know where to get more.
He
walking slow.
he takes it out as he sort of grabs. He's given a glove from one of his boys as he slips a leather glove on, and he pulls it out quite delicately in spite of his appearance. He seems quite deft and nimble with his hands as he looks it over and pulls the petals back, and he takes a look and grabs a little looking glass and puts it up to his eye. I can't say that I know of this flower in particular, but not or the genus, but the family. It's I've heard tale of magical orchids before, but they're so rare that they hardly are ever seen. They're said to only bloom at the whims of the gods.
We found quite a few where we found that one.
Not possible.
Oh, very possible, actually.
Yeah, they covered the whole tree. We burned them.
Yeah, we assumed they were transforming Now, we won't get into that, but there was some weird stuff happening because of them.
What a sexy dog.
Perhaps you don't need to know the details of our last job. But
It's a good thing.
Yeah, there was quite a few.
Keeping that out of it.
he even has an extra one live, so we encountered more than one.
If they're related to the gods, we could very well go to a church as well.
Yes.
Well, before any more.
What do gods have to do with flowers?
A religiously magical plant.
You haven't told us a price.
Never make the first offer.
1 gold.
Yeah, I pull out a single gold, and I put it in his hand.
Be reasonable now.
Well,
10
I mean,
gold.
you didn't give me a
10
price.
10. I like adding zeros.
I like-
10.
Well, you know what?
How
Christmas,
about-
I'll just leave the shack.
50.
What's he gonna do? Catch me?
50.
Well,
50
I like,
gold?
that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, you want?
Oh, you want to cover it? Okay, sure.
No, I was gonna chip in.
That's what I was hoping for, too.
Here's 15.
Thank you.
Alright,
I
also
left.
do 15.
Yeah, I know.
He's gone.
I also do 15.
Alright, I'll do the last bit.
What's he gonna do? Catch me?
Takes it.
Maybe.
Indiana Jones.
You don't. You made the mistake.
But-
Now we're gonna be at the edge of the world, and you're gonna be on watch. You'll look up, and he'll be there,
Yeah, and then it'll just be me standing up as the beard crackles with energy.
and his fat like folds ripple with energy.
But no, it's
the energy strikes him and just kind of like the
That's
electricity
just-
over.
that's
it's
just
the dojo, OVA of like you standing there. Just,
old dwarf's tale. It's not quite like that, but in spaces where magical energy is highly potent, usually you'll see blooms or something along those lines. They're highly coveted.
Right down green.
Alive, dead, they're fine as well. They can be used to make fairly potent magical spells, potions,
It's too late now.
ingredients for items, whatnot.
oh, we'll probably find a lot more if we keep looking for
He
them.
has a live one if we need one, perhaps.
But don't they also make? Don't they
Question.
also make rat people?
But that's the concern. Yes, the area we found them in, they caused transmutation in several rats. They changed form. They had intelligence even. Well, at least one of them did.
Yeah, and he wasn't he like casting spells?
He was casting magic, which makes sense based on what he said, where they can be used in magic. Well, perhaps if they were influencing a rat, they gave him the abilities of magic.
Well,
He also that the rat also claimed it had visions too.
Yes, and you claimed you also had visions. That's why I think perhaps the flower is related to you in some way.
well, it is also possible that if you were to bring the flowers somewhere, they do contain magical energies of their own imbued on them by wherever it was that they came from.
Could the tree they were growing off have had port?
I sincerely doubt it. The way that you're describing it doesn't seem to suggest the tree was what was important. It was the bloom.
Sounds like we need to collect a flower from each spot and bring it somewhere.
Maybe. We'd have to find more of them, perhaps. It
Well,
doesn't really give us answers on what this.
It's probably what the symbols are on the map.
Maybe.
There's probably a bloom of flowers there. There's probably one in the city.
But then why was there some at the town? That wasn't on.
Yeah,
Well, is it-
wasn't on the
So
map.
curious.
Well, it was where the rats were.
Regardless, thank you for your services. It was quite helpful, and perhaps in the future, if we find any more or live specimens that we would like to.
I would be very interested in that. I'd pay a
Yes.
pretty penny for something.
Well,
So
I will say I have mentioned several times we have one, but I don't believe we're willing to part with it at the moment.
Yeah, if we get an extra one,
If we get another, perhaps we will.
we
bring
should
it
only have one.
If you can find it and enough of them, maybe we could make some kind of deal. How about this? If you were to find me a dozen or so, that should be enough for me to make a couple of significantly good potions, and on top of that, I can have a few for myself, and we'll just say that my services will be a good trade in between. How does that sound? If you were to bring them to me, we could sort out some kind of a deal like that.
So 12 flowers for you, and you're saying exclusive free access to your business, more or less.
Well,
Is that a lifetime deal, or is that a...
I think
Until
you
the
just
status
get
quo
free-
is
I think you're
changed.
saying we just get like free potions that you can make with the flowers.
That's what I'm understanding, but perhaps information as well.
we can discuss that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll bring some at some point.
Alright.
Yes.
Perhaps if
Especially,
we find more,
especially
we'll
if we
bring
set
them.
up the rails.
Sir,
Oh,
I don't know what that means.
I
We were
believe
talking about it on our way.
Well, regardless, thank you for your services. We will definitely be returning at a
That's
certain
what I gotta
point
go
with
do.
either
Go buy
more
a
flowers
iron.
or bad news. One of the two. 'Cause,
Of course.
Maybe there's a workers' union somewhere.
But be careful.
Or a contractor.
Whatever is causing these things to bloom
A mine.
is a bad omen.
yes, that good to know directly.
can
We had a
hire
feeling, but thank you for the
A
confirmation.
mining group or
course.
company.
Question: would carrying one of those flowers around be a
I
bad
gotta go
omen?
outside.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
that's-
goodbye.
Outside, I'm just
fine.
watering and pruning my little
There he is.
flower.
I just came up with a great
Yeah,
idea.
that's an excellent question, yes.
It may
So,
lead to
I'm a
some
fair amount of money.
interesting,
What we can do is hire a mining company
interesting
to build the rails.
individuals
Because they know how to build the rails.
showing up. Out of
So they could probably
curiosity.
build
Ah.
the rails across the roads.
I understand what you're saying. Good to know. All right, well, perhaps you will see us again. Oh, assuming things go well in our travels.
Oh, please, come again.
And I'll go out.
You're a beautiful boy,
I leave
Hogan.
too.
He continues to look over the flower as you sort of.
As I'm walking out, can I get a sense motive of just the conversation I had with
Yeah,
him?
you can go ahead
Yeah.
for sure.
On paper. Natural 20!
Yeah, he's clearly
A freak?
he is freaky.
He is freaky.
He has definitely got some unclear motives, and he seems to be acting pretty much out of self-interest.
Yeah,
But
which is fine.
he doesn't seem particularly dangerous, at least not right now.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like he's hiding dangerous information from you.
He's sus, he's not malicious.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Doesn't want us dead, he just might want to use us for wealth.
He's sus, but not malicious.
Okay, that's kind of what I, yeah. Okay. Well, that went somewhat well.
Oh, it's good.
We might have to be extra careful carrying this around with
Oh,
us.
don't worry. I keep it in the magical bag.
Okay, that's good, because he said it could draw unwanted attention, which makes sense.
I just take it every once in a while, water it, prune it.
Yeah, keep that to a minimum.
His name is Hogan.
I'm currently holding the flower.
Excellent. Don't worry, I told him that if he ever wanted to look at the flower, he's not allowed to keep it. So if that does come up in the future, he won't be taking it from you. He does want us to gather 12 more, though, and he has given us the option of giving us potions made from them, which could be very beneficial, and potentially we could strike up a deal about more information in the future if need be.
Does
With
your
no
family
charge.
know any good mining contractors?
Actually, you do know. Well,
I do know.
you you do know who the premier family of sort of mining operations is to the north, but you aren't particularly well liked between each other.
Ha, yes. Oh,
As a matter-
literally.
As a matter of fact, I kind of do. Well, yeah, I am not the connection you want to that.
No, yeah.
What's their name?
Yes,
Oh, it's that family. The one that Chris knows about.
the dwarven family, of course. Of
Yes, them. I completely forgot to ask because I never wrote it down.
it's
Oh, that wasn't a joke.
no.
Cadigan.
I'm done. We're out.
As you are all
It's not a
sort
joke.
of-
I see.
Oh no! Oh no!
Cadigan.
No! As you are all collecting yourselves,
Now wait a minute. How do you spell that? I'm either going to be very upset with you.
Caddagan.
Oh, they're just golf caddies.
Okay, that's right. Wait, what?
As you are all sort of collected outside of the apothecary, you all sort of get this
Disney
weird
ass fucking guy.
sense as you look around, and you realize things have gotten a little bit quiet.
We have been flashing a lot of money. That does draw attention.
We are.
And as
Please,
you all
Most of that was within a building.
and
we
as
are
you
in the
all
dingy side of town.
take
No,
a
that's
look
normal.
around,
It just means that
as
someone's
the
gonna
light
get mugged.
is slowly descending over the walls and the darkness
Just blurred.
envelops the shady side of town, you see as there's about
Yeah, someone's just gonna get mugged.
10 to 12 guys who kind of
Oh, see?
come out
Sit, you're
of the
about to get.
shadows with bars and
wonder who they're gonna
chains
get.
and clubs.
Yeah, where are they
As
going?
you
This is cool.
as you see a guy, as you see your drunk friend a little bit nervous, as a rather hefty looking half
must have
orc
ran
has
this way.
showed up, and he goes, "Well, we can do this the easy way or the hard way."
They got him! They got
And
him
with
cornered!
that's how we're gonna end it, guys. Thank you very much for
got him.
joining us at the Ruckus Room, and we hope to see you next time. What?
These poor people.
Yeah, they're not gonna have a good time.
And
You guys
we
are
will
What are you
see
talking?
you
Yeah, these guys were about to get mugged.
next time.